never embark on a journey without a good book to accompany me.
Why does it do that? Huh? Why does it? What the heck is that about? See, on our starting screen, look at this. Sometimes that sumbitch locks up. I don't know what's happening, why it's doing that. Anyways, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? What a nerd. Anyways, hopefully you have a lovely day. King Shinsho is the best. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to embark on Gorou's quest today and hope to damned hell that we actually can do it. I haven't checked. Let's just see. Well, I like this. We'll do a talk for a little bit. So let's just stay here. But essentially, I'm going to be doing Gorou's quest because I need to get the gameplay of being able to use and fiddle around with Gorou. Bad sentence. Yes, that's what we're trying to do. He is the best nerd. Yeah, true. It's true. Yeah. Although I don't know, when I came, my whole thing was that nerd was a non-good thing to hear. But now I think it's pretty peak. Also, Lone Syndicate says, the first thing he says is, I have arrived. It is I, protagonist of protagonists. All right. Lone Syndicate. Have you watched Mob Psycho 100%? Have you given that a watch? I'm curious. What do you call it? Lone Syndicate also says, starting real early today, I see. Are we? About 9 minutes early? Is it really early? Man, we used to start like fucking, like probably like 20 minutes early because the nanny was usually here and Lone Carthage and etc. would be like, hey, start early. And it's just like, fucking shit. Fucking shit. But I was also just sitting here. But today was not one of those days. I just finished editing a bunch, and your boy is cooked. I got one more video edit. It's our Outriders video, whoosh, and then I'm finally like, okay, now we just gotta render, and then I gotta make clips, dude. I don't want my clips channel to be like just a spurt of me trying something new and then just completely whiffing. When it comes to keeping pressure on that, at least for a time. But also I like making the clips. The clips are fun. So yeah, I need to make a point to go back and do that. But anyways, a lot on the list to do, and yeah, plenty of reasons to do them, unfortunately. But alas, here we go. We're jumping in. Also, again, fingers crossed, baby. Also, before we do Gorou's quest, we're just gonna bang out these daily quests real quick, as fast as I possibly can. Oh, we already did. We already hit unlock. Okay, no, we did good. We did good. How can I? There we go. Claim my thing. And we're gonna do these dailies real fast. I will not be accepting people to jump into my world because the dailies, because we're just quickly doing these dailies, and then we're just gonna do some Gorou quests. Okay, I want to ask you guys: have you guys done the next part of the special like winter solstice thing, whatever the hell that is? Like the last part of it? Is it like some sort of like time negated thing, or are we good? Because I've been like putting off doing the event for a good bit, unfortunately. And I'm hoping I didn't miss anything. Fingers crossed. But I'm curious what the next step is. Also, yeah, Lone Syndicate, you're right. All of these snowmen are just placed around that place, so you just need to run around and tap the snowmen and be like, hey, I did it. Give me a primo now. I'm going to do one of these.
I'm going in.
Oh, you son of a bitch. This. And one of these. And lastly, this. And then this. Dude, I'm so excited to play Gorou. I feel like he's gonna be very similar to Ball in the sense that he just feels clean. You know what I mean? Whereas, well, he might, I don't know, because Ball to me feels clean because maybe it's because you attack with her, or same way Xingqiu feels clean, where like you switch to him, you hit your alt, you hit your E, and then you just swap off, and it's just you can like bang those out really fast. It's not like you're sitting in an animation of seeing them be like, did it, 1 second. Did it again, and then I can finally switch off, you know? I'm thinking it's gonna be like pop, good to go. Also, I'm not sure, Fluff, I'm curious, did you jump in and see your boy, the boy that you've been waiting for such a long time? I wonder, I feel like you had to have, right? You had to have jumped in and seen what you're gonna be looking at for like the next coming weeks and months. And with that, what do you call it? With that being said, though, there's also the shitty odds. I don't want to put it out there. I don't want to put that evil out in the world, Fluff. I'm not gonna do that to you. But hypothetically, say people go for 4 stars, and some people don't even get the 4-star they ever want because there's no guaranteed pity to eventually for sure get that said 5-star. You know, like there is for that. And honestly, we haven't also gotten any. I'm really shocked that they haven't thrown any new 4 stars like Sayu or Shinha or anyone. Not Shinha, sorry. What's the other person? Sayu or Sara. Sorry, Sara, not Shinha. Sara. I'm surprised they haven't thrown her in the reset shop. 'Tis weird. 'Tis very, very weird. Fluff says, I don't mind whenever you decide to start. I just don't like being late without a good reason. No, it's all good, Fluff. You take your time. Be fashionably late. I'll be just sitting here like a senile old man just talking to myself, all right? Like crazy people. But yeah. Also, man, what do you call it? Oh, man, I wanted to kind of run this by you a little bit. But, okay, so you know how we streamed Outriders a good bit ago. And I'm not sure if like I went back and watched to see how bad it was, like, cause I'm pretty good about like, I can like, if I'm like, what do you call it? I've always had like stupid high levels of anxiety, so like internally I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, like I hate it. I'm so uncomfortable. I feel awkward, but in reality I'm just like, my outer shell is just that of like a resting bitch face or just like. Looking like a little like spacey. That's the best way I could describe it. But anyways, we were playing Outriders a couple days ago, and in the middle of the stream I was just like, I don't like silence. Like this silence is really bothering me. And I always like to tell people like how I'm feeling just so that like I can rationalize it and they also can understand if there is anything like out of place. That's why. But anyways, I was like, I don't like that. I don't like the fact that like I need to get comfortable with like just focusing on the game and playing it. Like that's streaming. Like if you're gonna play a game and be good at it or like anything like that, it's okay to like sometimes be really focused on the chat and then other times to be focused on the game. But for me, just because we've always streamed with like all of my attention basically on chat, that it was super jarring. But anyways, we streamed, the point being, the silver lining here, we streamed Outriders yesterday, and dude, I felt super relaxed, super calm, like, yeah, I was like, okay, this is good. So I'm happy that I got past that bridge, because to me, it truly is one of those weird sentiments of, it's not even silence, it's just that I think it's silence perpetuates judgment for me a little bit, where I'm like, oh no, I'm not saying anything. I'm not like, people might be getting bored, and it's like, that's fine. That's okay. Some people get bored, you know? What do you call it? If people want you to be like a jester going 100% all the time, that's a lot. That's a lot to live up to, you know what I mean? I don't know if I even want that president to be out there. Be gentle, you know? Ooh, I always hate when Shincho doesn't get the hit off. Bang. Bang. Oh, hopefully we can, oh no, this is a bad idea. No, we're good. Oh, no, okay, no, it's bad, yeah. Raiden Shogun did not have any time to regenerate powers. Unfortunate. Unlucky. Lone Secret says, I'm not sure, I have not watched that. You have not watched Mob Psycho 100%? My guy. You gotta. I've not watched anime yet, Grin. I was just referring to Neptuna, and from Neptuna, she refers to herself as the protagonist of Protagonist. That makes sense. What is the, there's something, like that's a phrasing kind of thing, right? Like there's always those people who are like, I am, oh, that's what I'm thinking of it. I'm thinking of it like when I watched a podcast of someone calling, what's his name? Sylvester Stallone. People called him like in a room full of exceptional people, he's exceptional amongst exceptional people, if that makes any sense. Or it was something weird like that. Like you are in the presence of amazing people, you are the most amazing or up there for the most amazing, you know? Which is crazy compliment. Oh, I fucking hate this one. I get to choose one random thing. I don't know. What? 600 Mora. I got 7 million at this point, I think. Maybe that's too much, I don't know. Regardless. Which one do I choose? So much text. I want to choose a close. Oh no, I don't want to. Oh fucking no, stop. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. Whatever. Let's say the blue one. Fuck it. Lost. Disgust me. hate you. One more try. That'll do. I'm done. Thank you. All right, goodbye. Christ, such a shit thing. Anyway, let's go to the one here. Fluff says, I haven't yet. I think I have some sort of requisite. What do you mean? Oh, I have some sort of oh, I see. Oh, right, yeah. You need to do the same thing we did last time. You need to do Kokomi's quest. So in order to do that, you need to do Kokomi's quest, which we did last time, which is why we're able to do the one quest today. Boom. I hope he's likable. I think the way they describe him, I don't know, because in the story I don't really feel like we get like a good sense of who he is. You know, it's kind of just like, I'm a general, and I'm loyal, and I'm like, that's nice. But like, you know, it's not like, huh. With that being said, that we have nothing to go off of Itto, unless you looked at some leaks, or I went to Honey Impact, also leaks, and looked at Itto's voice lines, which, dude, those voice lines are awesome. Man, I did not know how is voice lines like the way you understand the lore of characters, because hot damn, I burned through all of Itto's voice lines, and now I'm like, oh, I kind of get a pretty good understanding of who he is, you know, which is pretty dope. Losika says, Grin, are you referring to Tectone spending 2K trying to get Rosaria? I've heard it from him. I've also heard it from other people who have just like went apeshit, just trying to get one character and just have not gotten it. So I'm like, it's funny because the logic makes sense, but it also doesn't. Like I've heard people say like going for a 5-star is better because you're guaranteed the 5-star at some point, whereas going for a 4-star, there you can't control that. But in a way, you can like double stack the advantage, so you can always just go until the point, like the 4-stars will come back on another banner, so you just need to go in the banners with the 4-stars and hopefully the 5-star that you want. It just sucks if you're never able to get them on the same banner. I.e. for me, Yenfei, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, man. For such a long time, I was like, I want to get like one copy of Yenfei just because he looks fun to play, and it would be some place to focus. But I'm going the wrong way. I cannot get it. I cannot get her to be on a banner that I like. It is sucks. It is sucks. Also, ladies and gentlemen, just get this out of the way. Your 3 wishes. Boom. Hit the button, me. There we go. 3 wishes. Actually, we should be getting close to pity, yeah? Disgusting. What is goodness? Nis Papadine saying, hi, Nis, you ready to hear about a weird dog man boy? Maybe? Something? Yenfei is an exclusive firefish. What? What? What do you mean? That was 3, right? Yeah, it was 3. Disgust me. I don't know how much what's our history, right? What are we looking at? When was the last time we got a purple? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 away from guaranteed pity. Purple pity. Purple pity. It's been a while since we got a 5-star though. Let us do this. This Gorou's quest start. Yes, begin hangout. Boom! A canine general's special operation. Cool. Heartburn. Where is it? Take me to the place. Alright, so for those guys who do not know, in Gorou's quest lies the ability to use him similar to Toma. So I want to go ahead and see what we are going to be using. Hopefully, I can guarantee get Itto really fast. Hopefully, well, it could really push me to the brink, which is honestly fine, because I would get hopefully chances of getting Gorou's. But yes, Gorou is the one that could like evade me completely, especially considering the thing. I mean, Gorou's first couple constellations feel pretty meh, but his 4th seems like it makes him like undeniable as one of like the better options in the game, just because he's doing so much. Gorou, for those guys who haven't seen Gorou's shit, he does 50 things at once. It's crazy, like defense, interruption resistance, which is hella powerful. Also, he gives you geo damage if you happen to be doing that. He also can heal you with the 4th constellation, and also he does passive damage. He also does crystallization damage, so you're increasing your defense even more because it's not just like applying an electro element, which is good but not great. So yeah, he's He's a character I think is going to pop off, but I wonder if he has the same type of ability that Albedo has, which Albedo has the ability to not take the elemental reaction, but to still provide a shard, which is maybe unique to Albedo and his weird alchemy nonsense. But yeah.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Lozigit says, speaking of Outriders, I made it to tier 12 a few hours ago. Oh, nice, man. I'm about to get there. All I need to do is just grind a little bit more, and I can buy one of the last chest pieces to fully complete my cryo set. And I think I should be able to start cranking away and leveling that up and hopefully thriving. But fingers crossed. That's awesome to hear, London again. Do you look up some pyro builds, or you just been kind of mixing and matching as you go? Fluff says, I know there's a chance I won't get any Gorou. No, there's not. No, there's not. There's not a single chance, Fluff. But I just hope that the other 4 stars are decent for... Yeah, exactly. To come out of there on top. Fluff, I didn't even know this, dude. I didn't even know this until I seen the weekly shop reset. Look at this. Isn't this filth? Just filth. What is that? What is that? I didn't even know this happened. Disgusting. Okay. Also, what do you call it? I don't know. Was I lying when I said like my first 5-star constellation was Yoimiya? When I think it might have been Chi-Chi. Because Chi-Chi... No, maybe not. I don't know. Regardless, Chi-Chi, constellation apparently I had. Bang. I just never applied it because Chi-Chi. Anyways, let us go talk to Gorou. Also, let me know if you can't hear Gorou's wonderful voice. Oh, what's her name? Yai's here.
I really can't recommend that store highly enough. A couple more visits and you'll find that the fur on your tail is silky smooth.
Is it audible? Can you hear it or nah? What needs to be done? Fluff says, I think you got C1 after Yom. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, no, so that means Chi-Chi beat her. Just by a little bit. I can't hear it. Oh, okay. The face cam, this. Okay, we're gonna buff that the hell up. We're gonna turn this significantly down, and we're gonna hit okay. Can you hear it now? Here we go, ready?
A gorgeous tail like yours deserves lots of tender, loving care. Don't you agree?
Okay, well, the good news is I think you can hear... Well, I don't know. But I closed the chat, so I can't see what you guys are saying. There we go. Can't hear. Still? You still can't hear. What's happening? Why? What's happened? How do I... What? Is it like one of these things? Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe it's not the right... No, it should be the right thing. Alright. Well, Genshin is loud AF right now, so you should theoretically be able to hear it. Alright. Well, hopefully. Also, ew. What is that weird, like, one strand of hair? Anyways. There's... I forgot to fucking open up chat again. Shit. Is it me, or did it get more quiet? Well, I put, what do you call it? I did put, I turned down the music, but not the voices. So you guys can't hear this.
No need. I'm not interested in that kind of thing.
Also, you guys couldn't hear that really. It does look a little quiet. I don't know what that is, or why that is the way it is. I could turn this up. Can you hear none of it? What the fuck is happening? Why is this? What? What is going on? This. I wonder why. It should be audible. It's oddly quiet, but I can hear it barely. I'm not sure. What is the play? Oh, that kind of work like makes it work. Weird. No, that's pretty loud. Okay, hopefully this doesn't bust your eardrums, but let's try this. Okay. Ah, fuck, I didn't pull up the chat. The worst. Best streamer. Don't even look at me. Check this out. Is this gonna be good?
You say that, but do I see your ears saying otherwise?
Was that audible? That one seemed like louder on the viewfinder. I wonder. It's better by a bit? Well, fuck me. Alright, well, it's just hanging out. This is what YouTube videos are its own special bit of business. We'll do that. The Genshin's maxed the hell out. I wonder what OBS did. What did you do, OBS? Edit filters, mayhaps. Compressor threshold 35. This? How dare you? How dare you? But thank you. I don't agree, but appreciate you. All right, guys, I think I need to actually go in game and like make the sound higher. So forgive me for that being a little jarring at first, but so you'll be able to barely hear her until I can get out of this cutscene, unfortunately. Forgive me.
Although your tail isn't professionally maintained, the fur doesn't look dry and coarse. To me, this says you like to take care of it. I'm also guessing that you like to curl up into a fetal position and hug your fluffy tail tight as you go off to sleep.
How do you know? Don't be ridiculous. I'm a high-ranking general of Watatsumi Island. How could I do such a thing?
Oh, it's okay. There's no need to be embarrassed. The desire to cuddle up to a soft tail while sleeping is quite natural.
People always talk about Lisa being like this Ara vibe. She's that for sure. Well, maybe it's to me she's way more like a Thoria. She's like she sees right through you. She's like, I know you're a filthy degenerate. You disgust me, but also you're gonna wish on my banner, aren't you? Kind of feels like a Deadpool slash fucking Ara situation, you know? Anyways.
Really? Wait, no. Why are we still on this topic? In fact, why am I even here talking about tails with you in the first place?
Why? Because you are blessed with a wonderful fluffy tail, that's why. I think it's very cute.
Ugh, I'm trapped. How do I get out of this?
Yaimiko is Yaimiko is ASMR vibe. Why she's weird with the microphone? What is good, Bento? Bento says, what's up, Grin? How are you? I am doing fantastic, Bento. How are you, buddy? How have you been? I have been editing most of the day. I know. Amazing. What a wonderful life. Anyways, what about you, buddy? We gotta help Gorou. All right, that's enough. Don't bully Gorou. All right. Why, what's the option of like, fuck shit up? Yaimiko, go. All right, that's enough. Calm down, me. Don't bully Gar. All of these I don't agree with. I feel like he'll maybe feel like demeaned by saying don't bully him. All right, that's enough.
It's you. Oh, thank goodness.
Nah.
Please save me.
Oh,
Ah.
and how is my
That's pretty
favorite
cute.
little one doing, I didn't expect to meet you here. We were just talking about tails.
You know what sucks, man? She's gonna be a 5-star. We're not gonna. Dude, unpopular ass opinion. I like hangouts. I like 4-star hangouts way more than 5-star like things, because you could actually like choose. There's multiple different ways to find out what the hell's going on with the character, rather than you're just basically seeing some sort of like story thread that is like kind of having to do with them a little bit, you know?
Gorou has a beautiful tail, don't you think? Doesn't it make you want to stroke it?
What? Look warily at Yaimiko, steal a glance at Garu's tail. Yeah, I'll just stare at. Actually, honestly, Yaimiko, boom.
Don't be nervous. Just follow your heart's desire.
He's not going to fall for it. We've fought side by side.
Pardon me.
Lady Gucci, we have completed the matter you instructed us about previously.
Gucci?
We have selected a very skilled artist to be in charge. I'm confident that the finished product will be to your satisfaction.
I'll take a look later, and if everything's in order, place it in front of the store.
Okay, you think she's soft-spoken? Okay.
All right. I won't tease the two of you any further. Do make
All
the
right, well,
most of your
don't
trip
say
here,
that.
won't you? Quite a lot has changed. I wish you both a fun-filled time on Narukami Island.
Dope. I didn't realize that her hair were her ears at some point.
There was
Do you think?
definitely something strange about the way she looked at me in the end there. Could she be plotting something?
Definitely beats Lisa in terms of the RR vibes. At least to me, man. Like there's subliminal stuff with Lisa. That's straight up something else. Maybe cougars. No, I think it's synonymous, right? They're the same thing. Also, Fluff says, what do you call it? Yai Miko is soft spoken. That's what I meant by ASMR thing. Fair enough. Yeah. So you're gonna get I don't know. What do you want? You're a Shota-like character in a way. All right, no
Sorry
good
that you had to see
in this
that.
world.
The real reason I'm here at Yai Publishing House is to buy some books for Her Excellency.
His fucking ears. He's Sage.
Since Watatsumi Island signed a peace treaty with the shogunate, we've had much closer contact than we did before. I also wanted to come and see what things are like in an area ruled by the shogunate. I hadn't counted on running into her.
Do you know Yai Miko well?
I've interacted with her a few times before, but I can't say I've ever gotten used to it.
So she's always been like this. A real creep, huh? Yeah.
I've never been good at dealing with people like her. The way she towers over me and speaks so cryptically. Something about her is strangely intimidating.
After Ai's quest, Raiden Shogun's quest, the designers of this game are like Chaku Taku's rule the world is their weird business, or at least some of the devs know what they're queuing up with this.
I could probably deal with her in battle, but I don't know where to start when I run into her in normal life. I guess this is a weakness of mine.
You could deal with her? My guy, you're a 4-star defender. Okay, you're not meant to attack at all. Okay, then you go at Yai. Okay. It's okay. Let's just ignore her. Why am I a bitch? Why am I just a stupid idiot in this thing? Also, I'll go bottom left corner so you guys can see the dialogue. Why don't I help you overcome this weakness? Is it just me? I might just be a sick person, but whenever I read that, I read it in a way, all right? Don't judge me, okay?
Really? That would be great.
Yes, all that.
To be honest, this is something that's always worried me. If the soldiers ever saw me in this kind of embarrassing situation, they'd be very disappointed. So, I have to overcome it, for their sake.
So is it like you're bad with women or bad with older women or both?
As soon as I've worked through this, let's go take on Yai Miko again.
Get.
First things first, though. Do you have any ideas on where to begin?
Stroke it. I don't know, man. What? What happened? Also, Bento says, good to hear. You're all right. Good. Love to hear it too. Lone Siget says she calls us her favorite little one. Me smiling happily. All right, calm down. That's that. You need to be excited by like some actual shit. Some like people being like, "Hey, that's my person" or something. Fluff says she's got ears that blend into her hair like Suka. I know, Fluff, but what if she's like Bayonetta and actually all of her hair is ear? Okay. Oh, imagine like a 3D model of Yai, but it's all flesh and like just the outer thing has like fur or something. Ew. All of the hair is just actual like solid pieces of flesh. I don't like it. Ew. Because isn't that the thing? Like a dog's ear is flesh, but it looks kind of like fur because it's covered in hair. Gah. Anyways, we could start with some theoretical study. right? Yeah. I can act as a personality you find difficult to do. Oh, I'm going to simulate the aura vibes as a femboy dude in this world. Fuck it. Go ahead.
I see. So if you pretend to be someone like her, I can keep practicing on you. If I
Sure.
can get the better of you, then I'll be able to hold my own when similar situations come up in the future.
I'll throw punch the shit out of you, Gorou.
Let's see. Where should we start?
Have you found yourself in scenarios like this before?
Now that you mention it, I remember having a similar experience back on Watatsumi Island. I was with my subordinates at the time. We ran into a merchant, I got caught up talking to them, and I don't quite know what happened, but I ended up buying a lot of things from them.
So with you, are you like a pushover? I'll pretend to be merchant.
I think we can give it a try. There's an island called Rito nearby. Why don't we go there? I heard all the Outlander merchants are based there, so it might help to create the right atmosphere.
What is this profile? What is his problem? What's he dealing with? Why is it like? Is it like he has like an honest warrior heart, but in reality he hasn't like been through like normalcy, essentially, like normal human activity? So now he's like, ah, fuck. It's like the meme that is so relevant. Everyone had it happen to them as a kid, but where your mom was like, I'm gonna, like, you go to the till with your mom when you go get groceries, and she basically leaves you to go get something, and the person is like done ordering, and the till person is just eyeballing the shit of you as a kid. And as a grown adult, you're like, you just say, hi, my mom will be right back, and then you'll just look at comic books or whatever. But yeah, instead you're sitting there like your world's melting and time has never felt slower. Also, the topic of Yai Miko having flesh ears. Lone Syndicate says, I mean, Yai, I'd rather stare at you than Gorou. Where is the dialogue option? A. Yeah. Better says, Yai gives me big aura. Right, man? People say Lisa. I feel like she's got the crown in the bag.
But human life is like the dew at dawn.
Stop it. Oh, also, can you guys hear it properly? So, like, let me see. If I go to the in-game stuff and I just crank the shit out of the audio. Just fucking... It's already at 10. What do I do? How do I make it you guys hear it more? We'll do this. We'll go to audio. We'll go to filters. And we'll go to just a simple gain filter. And we'll just crank that shit up a good bit. We'll do plus 6%. But I feel like the music is going to be overpowering. Okay, hopefully that... Let me know if your ears are starting to bleed, okay? You let me know. And I'll try to fix it sooner rather than later, alright? Also, Fluff says, gotta wait...
Wanwen Bookhouse.
Oh, gotta
is
wait
due
for
to
her
receive a
hangout.
batch of new
Oh yeah, for
releases today.
Yai's.
Might we add a small...
Fluff says she looms over Gorou and stares at his tail. Weird. Does she not have a tail? Is this like is that why? Is like in her lore she like her tail got cut off or something? So she's like, I miss my tail. Linsington says also, Grin, how didn't you realize Yai's ears? She has earrings hanging from. I just thought they were like hair clips or some weird shit, you know. I didn't realize that she had big poofy dog ears. Fluff says, I mean, it's Inazuma, of course. They're going all in with the tropes. So she's... oh, right, forgot. Japan, right. Inazuma is based on Japan. Right. So she's a biblical accurate angel. Yeah, just all flesh. There's an extension of the cat ear meme. Yeah, includes that. Benta says, I don't know, is Eula still good without breaking Pine? She's good. She's absolutely great, but she'll feel shitty. Like she's fun visually and like she hits hard, Bento, but she does feel yeah, she feels a little like you feel slow. Like you feel like you're not really hitting for that much. Also, I can't hear the music, but you can. I guess I gotta keep it loud. For me, it's like the game's quite loud, but the music is unhearable. Lone Skid says, I'm gonna try and get that image out of my head. I don't like it. Thanks, Grin. Stay, keep it in there. When you look at her, just think all of the hair, actual flesh. Okay. Lone Singlet says, oh no, Fluff says, she's a fox though, through and through, as sly, trouble. Oh, it's true, I forgot about that, that makes sense. Go for this, Snow Tomb Silvers, yeah, the Dragon Spine Claymore. The Star Silver is the best in slot, in 4 stars, yeah. I do think, though, if you have the Skyward Pride or whatever it's called, the Claymore, that's the 5-star Claymore. If you have that, that one also works really well because it scales off physical damage as well. Bento says, would Skyward Pride be better? Yeah, because it scales off physical damage, Bento. The Skyward Pride, it's also Razor's best in the slot, so I would assume it'd be Eula's best in slot. Fluff says, I mean, after Kokomi's quest, you are surprised her soldiers and generals don't know how to interact with people. No, yeah, it's true. She's a little odd too, a little asocial.
This is retail.
It is.
Although it looks slightly gloomy, it feels very peaceful here. I don't see any Tenryou Commission soldiers roaming the streets. What a nice place.
Is it?
Okay, let's get started. I'll be me, and you be a shrewd and savvy businesswoman.
Is it too loud? Also, I, Gorou, as much as I understand the confusion, am a boy in this world. Although I get it. It's fine. What's good, Red? Always love to see you, Red. Bento says, I can't decide whether to pull for Eula or Shinhee or Yunjin. I don't know. Gani's coming back too, speculatively. But yeah, I'm not sure, Bento. I feel like... What kind of gameplay do you like? Because yeah, if you need power though, I would go with Eula because she's guaranteed power. Shinhee and Yunjin are kind of up to the support role kind of roles, it seems. But yeah, also Fluff says probably any 5-star should be good. You'll be missing out on physical damage from Silver thing, which is where she is strongest. Yeah. I still think the one would be the one thing though. If you had Skyward Pride, I think it'd be pretty good. Anyways, it's you. You came all this way to see me? Am I gonna try to be seductive? Is that what that is? Welcome to Jahera Groceries. We've got everything you need. Let's try to be like fucking whatever. Boom.
Hi. So, a lot of the soldiers have been complaining about a shortage of blankets recently.
All right.
So, 10 blankets, please?
20,000 Mora. Get wrecked. You fucking idiot. Boom.
Okay, I'll settle the check right away.
That's it? Just like, this is why, ladies and gentlemen, this is why the resistance effort is falling apart, okay? Or was falling apart until we arrived, okay? All money just gone because of antisocial behavior, okay? Which I get, okay? I don't want the problem, here's my money, etc. This is why you order online too. You get an idea of the pricing, that way you know you're not gonna get had. Anyways, but the courage to say, no thank you, sir, and then you not feel guilty, that's it, just like that.
The price seems pretty cheap to me, in which case no need to haggle, right?
200 Mora then.
I think that's still not too bad. Is that supposed to be really expensive?
He has no concept of money. What the fuck is what is with the people in this world being so goddamn killing it that they have never had to deal with money equation at all? And you're not even a god, my guy. You're not even a god of money. So we have a hair in my mouth. Disgusting. Anyway.
I'm sorry. In the past, Her Excellency has always handled procurement of military supplies.
This is that.
I don't know the specific prices of these items, so I never really know how to respond. This won't get us anywhere. I have to haggle to give you the chance to use your wily tricks on me. What do we do now?
Let's switch to something that's more interested in. Oh, you're more interested in.
Something I'm more interested in?
Battle strategy? I don't know, dude.
Maybe, cake?
$100 more for a slice of cake. But he likes cake. He's gonna think that's a steal, right?
That's so expensive. I know what a fair price is when it comes to cake.
Gorou getting scammed from some blankets, yeah? If you want to bargain, you'll have to do as I say. If you can do one little thing for me. Sure.
Wait a sec. If you think about this from another angle, A cake that costs 100,000
Must be
more
that
per
good.
slice must be so much better than a regular cake.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see. I've been saving up recently. I think I should have enough.
You got 1,000. Woof! Look at you. That's not bad. Yeah, shit. Better than most people, I feel like. Hold on. I'm just gonna sit with it.
So, there isn't really a kind of cake that costs 100,000 more per slice?
I don't think so. I don't know. Like, what? All of our characters
What
just
a shame.
lost.
I feel like role-playing as a vendor is a little outside our area of expertise. What kind of person do we both see regularly enough to impersonate convincingly?
We have 0 hearts, guys. Feels bad. Feels real fucking bad. Okay. I don't like it. Also, what's good, Nova? Good to see you. Hello, hello, Nova. Nova bonked her head real hard before she came in here. Lone Ticket says, I mean, Yai is basically a Kinsei fox spirit, and I believe some of them have had tails and some didn't. Okay. Fluff says, sort of like the Ari does in League of Legends. Okay. Oh, she hides her tail. Oh. You guys remember when they were trying to charge us like 5 million more to stay in Inazuma when we first arrived? Yeah, crazy. I didn't have it. I was like, oh shit. There better be some good damn cake for that much money. Yeah, really. Well, actually, reality, 2 layer lenses and you're done. So you can kind of, you know. I think I've met a Fatui with the right kind of personality.
Fatui? Then it looks like a trip into the wild is in order.
Who's that?
Let's go give it a try.
I don't remember that. Scaramouche or something? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, let's move on. Okay. So far, this has been delightful. Yeah, we haven't really charmed our weird fox friend, but, you know, yeah. Yeah, we got to hang out, essentially. So there's that. I also learned that Gorou has severe social skills that are in desperate need of work, which could be said for all of us, frankly, including myself, mainly myself. That better be some good ass cake for that much money. Yeah, yep, predicted he would say that. Yeah, what do you call it? The fact that that it must be some good ass cake. Yeah. Justification of not wanting to go down the other path.
But I always end up against those big, stocky guys who are much taller than me. I'm sure I must train just as hard as they do every day, but somehow I still don't have the muscles to show for it. Maybe I'll start to see the results in a few more years.
Is it because he's a child? That's not true. I've seen fucking children who are like raised by Olympians who might be on steroids because their parents are psychos. But they're fucking yoked. yoked. I can't wait to see that. What fucking perverts over here? What is that? Sounds so creepy ass. What is that? I can't wait to see it when you're all grown up and muscular. Yuck. Right? This is a child. You sick people. Not you, them. Whomever them are. I like you just the way you. What's about? Hey man, chin up. You got this. Where's that? Why do I still have to be like? Yeah. Anyways, I like you just the way you are. Sure, let's go with that. Although I wouldn't mind you be shredded and like fucking like a big ass body type, hopefully with less tummy showing. Anyways, I like you just the way you are. Sure.
Really? That's very kind.
Give me some hearts.
But still, I think that I should aim to look more muscular than my subordinates at the very least.
Why?
I know that people's trust in me has nothing to do with my size, but if I were taller and bulkier, they'd be able to identify me from behind more easily when charging into battle.
Hey, Gorou. You're down a bad path, my friend. You're down the incel path, thinking that height and muscles make people think you're attractive. There might be some, but from almost every lady I've talked to, unfortunately, don't matter much. Develop a sense of humor and money, boom.
That way, our forces wouldn't scatter so easily. As long as I was on the field, they'd be able to follow me. But enough of that. Let's get back to it. Who are you going to roleplay as this time?
You're supposed to be a strategist, my guy. I'm lost. I've never been more confused. He's like, but how would they find me on the battlefield? Maybe the one guy who looks like not a default character. Maybe the one guy who has fucking ears on his head. Maybe the one guy who has a fluffy tail. What? Maybe the one guy whose abilities are the most showy, holding a flag kind of abilities. What are we doing here? Okay. Also, I don't know what's going on. My tear ducts have been going off. Like every time I laugh, a tear comes out of my eye. And it's really actually painful because it dries out my eyes. Red says, I wonder if Goru's weakness is his tail. Like so many other characters I've seen with tails. Like Goku? Yoink that tail out, stops going all apeshit. Fluff says, you want Gorou to be buff as hell like Chibi meme? Yeah, that'd be cool. If he showed less tummy, I'd be in. Or less, maybe if he has Itto's like trench coat and shit, then maybe that like works. Although I did see a video of showcasing Itto's like physique in game, and it's super like beforehand you're like, oh, maybe they just kind of like added definition with lines for Itto being buff. No, I kind of get why people were pissed now, because I seen the in-game Itto, and he has like the slightest invisible line to like show that he's jacked, which is like, oh, that's a little unfortunate. That's a little sad. Although again, for Itto specifically, it makes sense because Onis are known to be like god tier strong without even having to physically be look strong, I guess. At least that's my mythos that I've always recognized. Is his tail or his tail? Lone Singlet says no, Grin. Kokomi is the strategist. So he's the general though, right? He has to make on the field choices. So that's still his thing, yeah? Let me amuse myself a little. The more the merrier. Are you here to play with me? What the fuck? Let me amuse myself a little, sure.
What? I smell danger.
It's just me. What? Looks like I was pretty. Man, this is like Genshin the game, where I'm like, all of these options don't seem like something I want to say. That's just me. Sorry.
Really? For a moment there, I could have sworn the actual Fatui were right here. No, wait. Behind you. It wasn't my imagination. They really are here. Prepare to engage.
Here we go, baby. This is what we need. This is what we need. Here we go. There he is, our guy. Look at him. Look at him. Getting his ass just. Okay, let's not finish the sentence. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our boy. Now you might be looking at him and being like, oh my God, look at him. Why does he have those shoes? Those seem real weird, but maybe are they fused? Why are your feet exposed, but the shoes are locked? It's so weird. Anyways, sorry. Now, the one big glaring issue with Gorou, and this is something that scares me deeply, but apparently Itto has this problem of having stupidly high low base defense. So similar to Yoimiya, where you start, basically her base stats are, she has so many damage amplification abilities, weapons, etc., artifact sets, that her base kit is weaker, so that when she does get all of those ducks in a row, she's kind of good. But if you don't have some of the lucky variables, like your 5-star weapon, a great artifact set, and coupled with leveled up talents, it all gets really fucky really fast. But Garou's in a similar position where he has a low base defense. Now, we don't know if this is going to be too much of a problem, because maybe we can just hyper-stack defense, because Garou's already going to be able to do a good bit of damage right here, or at least an okay amount of damage. And they have him built for like no defense. They have him on a really weird artifact set. If we actually go look at his artifact set, we can't see the specifics, but we can see that he's not getting any base defense scaling from his artifact sets. Nothing in his substats, nothing in his base stats as well. So it leads you to believe that if you get a lot of defense and a little bit of crit rate, you should be pretty okay. And maybe even a Geo Goblet. I feel like Itto and Gorou can be kind of the people that you can kind of throw on whatever, and sure, there is a best outcome, but you can get by with what's not the best outcome. The bad news, or the good news, I guess, is that they gave us a lot of talent priority here. We can see him when he goes to the like tier 11 of his ability, which you guys can see at, if you're going to get close to bring this character up, you're going to be getting 380, I would assume. Basically defense share with everybody else in your party or anyone else within his E. But if you have him, since he's a 4-star character, there's a chance that you're going to be able to get multiple copies of him, so you're going to be able to get the level up this talent to 13, which is going to give you 400 defense share, which is pretty good. That's like, yeah, it's really good. But anyways, Also, the thing scales off of defense when you... Actually, no, it doesn't. It scales off just elemental skill. It just gives defense and geo damage and also interruption resistance if you have a lot of parties on the field. Dope. This is the one thing that it still pains me and makes me so sad that they didn't change it at the last minute to decrease the 20-second cooldown on his little puppy ult. Makes me sad. Real sad. That's 20 seconds, baby. That's like fucking 11 or 12 seconds of downtime. No good. Big oof. Okay? Good news is this thing scales pretty interestingly with like the base skill hitting for okay, but the 98 hitting for more. And for those guys who are wondering how Gorou is going to just be able to deal damage in any way, it is, where is it? This. So basically, your elemental skill increase. Basically, he scales off of defense. So like you may be like, all right, it's not really hitting that hard. Well, that's because everything scales off of defense. So you're gonna want to fully build him into defense if you want. That and maybe some energy recharge for some like cooldown to get to his ult, because it is a it's a costly ult essentially. But you're mainly here just to share that 40k or 4,000 or 350 defense scaling to people who could use it, like Albedo or Gorou, things like that. But yeah, what y'all saying? Lone Singed says, no way. Does he have only 750 defense? Yeah. Well, no, it's bad scaling. So but I think that might be because when he's in his flag, which is on 100% uptime, he's going to be able to have like an extra 400%. So this is, I think, why they had to neuter him a little bit. But yeah. Love his Jesus sandals, says Nova. Lozigit says, what do you call it? Red says, that's a shame. I somehow doubt we will ever see new character models size beyond the 3 types we have. At least not for a long time. Yeah, man. Well, the thing is that they keep like, the sales for the characters keep getting like crazier and crazier, right? So I don't think they're incentivized to, because if you look at Honkai Impact, their character models are insane. There's always adding like a lot, you know? So to me, I'm like, oh, I guess like Honkai is less successful, so they're kind of trying to get people, like, fight for people's attention, whereas in Genshin, they're kind of like, don't fix what's not broken, essentially. Which is a shame, to some extent. Fluff says, Japanese shoes tend to be like that, though they usually wear top. Yeah, I know the one, like the weird stick, like the one, look almost like their heels, like 2 heels in the middle of the shoe. Imagine him sticking his tongue out while panting like that. They nerfed the dog. No wonder he's self-conscious. Yeah. Oh, neutered. Sorry, they neutered the dog. But anyways, the other thing. So this is the one thing where like Gorou wasn't very. He was cool, like a neat idea of like, hey, this is how you can amplify your geo characters, but it's only by 15% and like a little bit of defense. But anyways, but when this changed everything. Also, goddamn phone, calm down. What happened, phone? Do you? Give me a sec. Okay. Sorry, I was really not sure about Gorou. I was kind of like, okay, I feel like people are hyping him up a lot. I don't know. But this is the thing that changed my mind. But essentially, when your ult is activated in an AoE, you are going to heal 50% of his defense every 1.5 seconds. That's happening a lot of times. And his ult lasts like 9 seconds. God damn it. I hate my phone being so goddamn loud. Unprofessionalness. Mute my phone. Sorry. Yeah. Spark says, "Did I miss you pulling for guard?" No, Spark. No. This is his quest. This is his like trial run quest. But yeah, the fact that he can heal you within his ult is amazing, and also it scales off your defense. So if you just build Gorou with a shit ton of defense, you're gonna be healing for like seemingly a good like a couple thousand every couple seconds, which you don't need a lot of defense if you're rocking Gorou you don't need a lot of healing because Gorou is gonna give you a ton of defense also.
There is no escape.
Also, Garu's about to die, so feels bad. Switch to him. Get this up again. It's the impact of his ability doesn't really do well. Also, his bow is just non-required. All right, we're gonna run away. We're gonna re-instance this because yeah, yeesh. Yeesh. Having Zhongli's shield would be nice, even though, well, they didn't give him any defense, so ideally Gorou would actually be a little bit more tanky than you'd think. But yeah. Fluff says, I wonder, oh no, Spark says, any tips for beating the cryohypostasis? I think
I've dealt with Fatui before, but
Like we made a
always
video
end up
on it,
against
Sparks.
those
I feel like the
big
video would be much
stocky
better
guys
for
who are
you.
much taller
But
than me.
yes, also.
I'm sure I must
Skip,
train
skip,
just
skip.
as hard as they do every
This
day,
one.
really?
Skip, skip, skip.
I know that people's that way.
Skip,
but
skip,
Enough of that. Let's get back
This
to
one.
what?
Skip, skip.
I smell danger. Really? No, wait. It wasn't my imagination.
Go. All right. Here we go. I probably should have picked Zhongli just to be safe. But anyways, we can aim this, and apparently when you aim it, it does more damage. So it's weird. But like when you just use it, the ability doesn't really have much AoE. That's what it was, AoE. So if you just quickly press it, it has AoE, and if you don't, then it doesn't, which is shitty. Also, yeah, let's go ahead and like back out again.
Charge!
But yeah, see, we hit 2 people when we actually place it. It's kind of weird. Also, it doesn't generate a lot of particles, which is a shitty thing. So ideally you're gonna have other people to kind of build up energy with you. At least I think. Bento says, who is gonna be on your team full G? Nah, Bento, people be crazy out here. People be absolute batshit. People be like, yes, let's go all Geo. And I'm like, dude, how are you gonna break a shield? What are we talking about? You know? So for me, my team right now is going to be, let me actually try to make it real quick. But it's going to be Itto, Albedo, Gorou, and I. Because again, she has her E lasts forever and will constantly be detonating a overload proc constantly, and also she can help us get every one of their ults back, so I can hyper build into defense. Without having to worry about like, oh no, Itto's not going to have his ult, because on the downtime of Itto being kind of sat on the sidelines, Ball can just clean up shop. And also because Ball attacks in a kind of a flurry, she rarely gets hit. Also, she'll be inside Garu's like area of influence, which is nice. But the reason why I think Ball would work really well is because, like, again, so her ult lasts, I believe, 7 seconds or so, maybe 7 or 9 seconds. And Itto and Gorou specifically, their ults take a downtime of 9 or so seconds, or 12 or so seconds. So to me, that works perfectly as like this gap in the fighting where you can squeeze in, but also I'm really just there to produce and get energy back so that I can hit hard with my main DPS, which will be Itto. Whereas if you pick Hu Tao, I feel like they're kind of fighting and they're not helping each other. They're kind of just like, it's a secondary DPS that just kind of is good by default, to whereas I feel like Ball could support this Geo team in a weird way. Although I probably will just throw Bennett or someone else on there, because I still need Ball or I to be in her weird like super DPS support team, which I have right here. But anyways, I actually want to see if we can make this work. So I guess, yeah, this works. Bennett will just have to be in there in the sideline. But let's see if this team works. Now, all of my Zhongli and my Albedo, my Zhongli just shields basically, and my Albedo is barely built.
I'm sure I must train just as hard as they do. Really? I know that people's that way, but enough of that.
We will get back to the quest
get back to it.
eventually.
I smell danger.
But yeah, just wanted to just
Really?
quickly, again, this is the whole reason why I wanted to do this, so that I can make a video about Itto and Gorou. Hopefully synergizing to some extent. So if you do this, boom, we put a shield on. I know Zhongli's really good, but I just don't know how Zhongli synergizes with any of these characters just as much, you know. But also we can play you. Throw down this again. Yeah, also, yeah, we generate a lot of particles. Yeah, so he's hitting for 7,000 with Zhongli's shield. Ooh, we just hit, oh, that's Albedo. Albedo hit for 15k, which is pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, Albedo with the defense scaling is gonna be pretty huge. Anyways, let us, well, shit, I shouldn't have placed Albedo's thing. We're killing things though, so that's dope. But let's take Albedo's thing, aim it all the way over there, so that we don't get weird damage numbers. Okay, we're gonna do this. Let's see, what do you call it, his base, his little puppy. Yeah, everything flies out fast. Why aren't you attacking things? How close do you need to be? It's kind of weird. I thought that dog would like throw crystals at him. He kind of just hangs out, which is a little unfortunate. Anyway. And also, we can just drop a cannon with this. Also, we're having max Geo resonance, so we're getting the 15% Geo bonus. So we're dealing even more damage than you might if you get Gorou and you don't have enough Geo on your team. Although again, like if you had a Bennett, then that's a pretty good cost analysis of what you want versus what you need, you know?
Come into being. Feel this ancient power.
Albedo is now C1. Oh, you got, wait, what? You finally got the thing? What? Fluff. Wait, well, Fluff, what? Why?
Really?
I mean, I get it, but like, why? I thought you were patiently waiting. Also, we got some Fatui here. Yeah, the whole like, the alt doesn't seem to really, it seems like it's really fucky on when you can actually like hit people with it. The good news is you can activate it and switch off though, which I'm not doing, but yeah. We're gonna reset this one more time and then we're probably gonna start chilling. I gotta make a priority to go through everything cleanly, so it's easier for me to edit, so give me a second. Fluff says Albedo is now C1.
I'm sure I must train just as hard as really.
I was doing a single pull and keeping my bank above 90, which is nice, Fluff. Is the first pull the one that scales him off of alt or defense or no? So you're real close.
Really? No, wait. It wasn't my imagination.
I hope you get 802, Fluff. I really hope you get 802. Alright, let me just quickly do this. This is him. Boom. This is his substats. We're gonna slowly scroll down here for me and editing. Boom. We're gonna go down here, go to weapon. They gave him a, well, this is a fine weapon actually to give him, I think. Artifacts. They did him dirty, giving him nothing in terms of defense, because Mihoyo likes to just kill hype for their characters. We got his constellations. Bang. Bang. Honestly, man, a lot of his constellations make me mad. Like this one makes me excited. This one's awesome. This one's kind of good too. It gives you like the chance, if you have 3 Geo members in your team, to do 40% damage, critical damage with your Geo attack. But these two, to me, I'm like, this is on the wrong skill. Like both of these are making your back-to-backable E come back faster, which doesn't hit hard. Like what? Like if this was on your alt, like makes your cooldown for your alt better, then that would be pretty huge. This one I think does that a little bit. Gives you like 3 extra seconds on your alt, so it's a little bit less, which in some ways is actually good because that should actually is perfectly synergized with Ball's attack window for like 7 seconds worth of downtime. Anyways, pretty okay, or like 9 seconds of that downtime, especially switching off characters. It takes a little bit of time to queue up their abilities, so it should synergize. Also, his talents are just kind of hyper leveled up, which is kind of a little skewed too, so be careful. Like unless you're planning on like 8ing and 9ing him, then you might be seeing something a little bit not quite like this, but yeah. Although I do think his only priority is his E and his alt, although I don't know if his alt is actually that worth leveling up. Yeah, like the more I think about it, the more like, what does his alt do exactly? Does it give defense as well? Like general defense increases provided by active characters within the skill of AoE on the number of Geo characters in a party. Okay, so it gives you the same kind of thing as your E. Does it give you a special bonus? Nope, it just adds Crystal Collapse, I guess, on top of your E. Seems like they're kind of double dipping into something. So basically, your alt is just this dog that gives you the E's effect as well, I suppose. And does Geo damage. That's kind of good. Oh, also it pulls in shards. Right, I forgot about that. I guess that's kind of good because his C2 is like by consuming a shard, you decrease the duration of you increase the duration of your alt essentially. So this would, if you had a lot of crystals on the field, you use his alt, they pull in the crystals, and your alt's on cooldown. Theoretically, it would give you all the things unless it's on a delay. This effect can occur once every 0.1 seconds. So yeah, if you'd collect all the things in the same split second, then you would not get that effect, unfortunately. So you'd probably only be able to get like 2, if that. Which is a little unfortunate that they kind of nerfed that. But anyways, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about this dog boy, huh? Alone Singlet says you can still break shields with Geo alone. It just takes longer. Yeah, but can you? If there's like in Spiral Abyss, you need to nuke down a shield pretty fast, and if you don't, then you're gonna be suffering. So to me, it's like, well, I don't know. Is the Geo team unusable at like specific time interval like things? You know, I hope not. in that instance, I think that's where Ball would come kind of in handy, because you're just outputting constant different types of elements. So you're doing electro, fire, or whatever the enemy is, plus your geo constantly, you know? Alone Second says, yeah, C1 Albedo, even though I have no idea what it does. Wait, what? Oh, I know. Yeah, C1 Albedo is pretty good, I think. Let me see. I don't know. Oh no, this is the one that's good but not great. This is the one that Fluff wants. Which Fluff, please wait. Please wait till another banner. He'll come back around. I would assume once again. But no, this is the one that gives defense scaling on your alts and your E, and just makes everything kind of like harmonized with you getting building him for defense. But even still, you should still build him for defense. It just gives you a nice little bump of damage. But yeah. Nova says, Dogman shoots a pointy stick at bad guy. Does he? Does he? He doesn't actually fire bows. He puts down a flag and guards it like a good boy. All right, let's do this. We're gonna throw this down. We're gonna throw Zhongli's thing. We're gonna make that pulse, and then we're gonna activate Bennett's ult. Then we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna do fucking Albedo's ult. Then we're gonna pop this. Bang! And then we're gonna switch back to Gorou, and hopefully his ability's up. It is. Where's the enemy? Shit! Quickly, because I can't be bothered. We're gonna switch to you and just melt you. Get out of. Oh, come on! God damn you! There we go. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna activate our ult in here. This. This.
Feel this ancient power.
Ah! And this.
We'll have order.
Ah! Got him. We can redo this though. That's the fun part. So even if I wanted to go back and do it,
until the real Fatui
we
show
could.
up, huh?
Back to the story. Sorry, I just wanted to see all the things. But yeah, that's what excites me about Geo, because that was my favorite part about doing Geo, is that you're just like bang, bang, boom, bang. You're just constantly like ripping off ults, which is what made me sad when I seen Ido or Garu's was on such a huge cooldown. Also, Ido's is too, but I guess they're meant to be main DPSs. So your supports can probably get off 2 hits in the time that it takes them to regenerate one whole thing. But yes. I may still get Ido, but I don't want to miss out on an Albedo C1 so I can get C2 next rerun. Nice! Okay, so you are planning that. Perfect. I just boost his particle generation, so it's still nice to have. Yeah. Rather, any transient blossoms generated by his E provide 2/1/2 energy to Albedo, so his burst comes back quicker. Yeah. Although I did notice that Albedo's, at least for me, the way maybe it's just my stat priority that I have with him currently, I just get tons of energy recharge with him anyway. Like I always found I have my ult, weirdly enough. But I could have just got lucky with substats with energy recharge. Red says, is the snow event fully available yet? Yes, it is. It is fully ready for you just to binge. Have not logged in a week or so. Yeah, you just chew through it, my friend. Fluff says, besides my team comp plan has always been Albedo, Gorou, Diona, and Shinyan. If I get Ido, I'll have to split my Geo resources between both. So it'll be a slow build up. Oh, but Ido could be so fun. Fluff. Fluff says, not quite the last snowman unlocked. Oh, okay. So yeah, but the snowman event is you can't build the last snowman. Red says, thanks. I may do a spare single pull before Ido or Gorou, but I'm not going to try and get C2 Albedo until next rerun. Yeah! Lone Syndicate says, I mean, I used Noel and Ninwang against Abyss Heralds. I was still able to get rid of it in a good amount of time. Okay. Now, I've always found if I, like, again, maybe it's just because I'm terrible at video games and you're a god, but for me, I've always found, like, it's specifically wizards, their shields don't just take forever to break, you know? Because I'm especially with the Abyss Heralds, to me, I feel like it's that I'm not able to do enough damage. It's that I think you need to do multiple instances of elemental damage, because it almost feels like with Abyss Heralds that they're not, like, the elemental cooldowns are set based on a elemental reaction. So if you do like cryo and fire, you do vaporize or melt, sorry. But if you did water, fire, electro, and etc., and you just constantly kept pinging all of those, it seems like electro detonates, and then another element can be detonated, and then another type of element can be detonated in sequence with that element. But I'm not sure if it has a global cooldown, or maybe it's just constant pressure over time, you know? Who knows? I do find it annoying though, because I can like instantly slash through an Abyss Herald and then they put up their shield, and it's just annoying that you can't like quickly deal a lot of damage and they kill them, you know? So if you have like a Eula or any character that can do burst damage, they're kind of useless almost, you know? It's kind of shitty that they're making characters that have invincibility windows. I always hate those. Bendo says, I have failed every single 50-50. Oh no. Again, I may still luck out. 50-50 isn't guaranteed fail. Yeah, it's true. Fluff says, I already talked to you about it, Grin. If you plan to play with you, I don't need Itto as you'll be playing him more often. It's true, but we could go back. I don't mind. Like, we call Lone Syndicate likes playing Ball 2 or and I don't mind. I would play just support. I just like playing with you guys. Also, why is Itto or Gorou upset? What's happened? It's all fun and games until the real Fatui show up, huh? What?
That little interruption has really ruined the mood for me. Let's not do any more Fatui impressions for today. It seems in poor taste after the trouble they caused in Watatsumi Island anyway. Do we have any other options?
There's only one thing for it. Time for Plan Z.
What do you mean?
Let's cut to the chase. I'll intimidate the person you fear the most. We're gonna get wrecked, but I want to see how this happens. Okay.
Isn't this moving a little too fast? Her Excellency advocates slow and steady progress in all things, and cautions against trying to advance too quickly.
No.
To clarify, it's not that I'm scared. It's just that I don't know if the time is right.
Be brave and give it a try. It's time to take this step. Be brave and give it a try.
I guess you're right. Thanks for your encouragement. It's not like me to shy away from a challenge like this. Let's do it! Time for a make-or-break training exercise!
Hell yeah, Gorou. I think I seen I was making thumbnails, and I think I seen the image of this hangout, and it goes painfully well, you would imagine, and you'd be correct. Fluff says 8th hour.
And we're back.
8 hours to unlock the final stuff. Oh wow, okay, goddamn, it's so close. Fluff says, I already talked about it. What's good? Denzuku? Is this Denzuku? Or is this Denzuk? Zukul, no, Zook. Denzuk. Denzuk says, speaking of a 50-50, won both. Proud owner of Hu Tao and staff. Oh my god damn, man. That's amazing. That's big pooba. That's crazy. Good for you. You must be bouncing off the walls. Fluff says he must be young, just like Kokomi. I don't blame him for being a nervous puppy. But they fight in wars. Like, I know it's like, everyone struggles with their own thing, but like, you're literally watching your friends die all around you, and you're like, I can't talk to people. Like, what? What are we doing? What's happened? What kind of mental blockade have you put in your brain to make this like a fear response, but everything else not? Alonso says, I started to just let Grin play the characters he wants. Like I started playing characters I know he doesn't play, like Kokomi, Yanfei, and Baido, etc. Yeah, but what do you call? Yeah, that's my thing, guys. Is like, again, don't fucking shape yourself around me when it comes to like when we're playing video games. I want you guys to have a good time. What do you call? I'm not like, I'm the one who has to have it all. If anything, I'm like, I feel like a dickhead. You should definitely take yours. Denzuku says, Denzuku, is that you? Or, sorry, if this is a new person, forgive me. We have a person in our community a while ago who's called Denzuku. So your name is so close to his that my brain's like, I'll call you Den. Den says, spent my whole RNG god luck on those pulls. I get shit ton. I'll get shit till the end of time. Don't say that, Dan. You got it. Just hold true. Keep that heart up. You'll be able to get crazy. It is you. Okay, Denzuku. Okay, fuck it. Why are you name giving? Or is it the same? And I'm just reading it. Maybe it's a profile pic to fucking throw me off. I'm not sure. Anyways, let's do this.
Don't worry. My head's in the game this time.
Let's do it.
I am a high-ranking military officer of Watatsumi Island and the general of the resistance. Whatever tricks you've got up your sleeve, you're not going to get to me.
Hey guys, just a side thing. What is it with Gorou and Itto wearing eyeshadow? You know, I'm not here to judge. Just thinking, it's a weird kind of fad. We're in like a mythological, Bronze Age kind of place. It's a little weird.
So bring it on!
It sounds like you won't mind if I don't go easy on you. Why again? Everyone, this is like the most thirst trap thing I've ever seen, which makes sense because the Genshin people have clearly been on Twitter, and if you go to any post below of Genshin Impact, it's people thirst trapping Gorou like a lot. So yeah, I understand why a lot of this, almost every dialogue choice has been like that. One of those, an option where it's just like. And like, stop it, get away from me, God, I feel your fucking breath on my neck, it feels gross. It sounds like you won't mind if I don't go easy on you.
This feels like...
Let's see that gorgeous tail. Go on, let me rub your ears. What's less rapey? I feel like the tail is connected to the butt, and if someone had the option of getting your butt messed with or your ears touched and whatnot, I would go with ears, just because I don't want to, no thank you, essentially. Go on, let me touch those ears.
Yes, it definitely feels like...
Like Yaimiko?
No, not even slightly.
Well, eat me, you piece of shit.
It's not
Fucking
that you
asshole.
do a bad impression of her, more like something is missing. I finally realized it when you were talking to me just now. I think that maybe what I'm really afraid of is her knowing smile and her piercing gaze. It just makes me feel like all my secrets have nowhere to hide, like she can just peer in and see them. But it's different with you. I trust you, so I don't feel I need to hide my secrets in the first place.
That's nice. It's a nice friendship quality. I'm sure other people would be like, ooh, but to me, it's just like, thanks, bro. Appreciate you. Red says, I feel the same, but child was all my luck unintentionally. No, let's say that, Red. You guys don't burn luck, all right? Keep hoping you're higher alive. Jesus Christ. Fluff says, it's been what since the summer event that I set my sights on Gorou and been saving my primos for him. I wound up with 150 before I started during Albedo's rerun. Itto is just a bonus. True, I get it. I think it's looks good on them. Red Fluff says it's a Japanese thing. Feudal Japanese theater solely conceit of men, kabuki, and again makeup on. Okay, that makes sense. I do think Itto's is literally like he's got like blood or like oni like tattoos or something. Maybe that's literally drawn on. I don't know if that's in his lore. That'd be cringe, but hopefully not. Although if you look into Itto's lore, a lot of it's a little cringe. Okay, it's a little like, all right, guy, come on, let's relax, please. Fluff says, Yaimiko seemed to imply his tail was more sensitive. Okay. But why does he hold it? I would consider a lot of people's privates to be quite sensitive, and I'm not sitting there going to sleep with my shit in my hand. It's just kind of weird. Fluff says she's a fox. He's a dog. She's got pheromones that the traveler lacks. Yeah, that's what he's saying. He really doesn't care about us. It's just like, hey, animal shit. I don't know. Also, Fluff says, besides, my luck has favored me well thus far. I got Albedo and Ganyu within 3 to 4 pulls of each other. Yeah, but is it lucky? Because you didn't really want them, Let's do this.
Even when you're imitating the way she speaks, I don't feel afraid. Because we fought side by side in the past, and I know I don't have to have my guard up around you.
Yeah, that, and not the fact that I am a tiny femboy with my belly out and yeah, a very small looking face and just all that. Sure, trust. That makes sense.
But it also means that this training won't work. I just have to accept that this is a weakness of mine, as much as it pains me to do so. The thought of having to live with this weakness forever is frustrating.
Why don't you go buy some cake? Surely some cake will cheer you up.
Are you serious? I'd love that. I haven't eaten anything sweet in a long time. Off we go. Let's go buy some cake.
I think I've been pretty accommodating and kind, and we have not got a single heart this whole fucking
right.
time.
The next step is to find somewhere
I'm
nice and
sorry for the
quiet.
incel behavior, but this is bullshit. Okay? This is nonsense. All right, I've been here. I've been following your dumb ass around the whole world, and best I got is I trust you. Thanks, man. Not a single bit of love in that. All right. Apparently, we're going to get some cake. That's a thing. Don't worry
This
about
is so good.
it. You don't get to eat cake very often? Question mark.
It's certainly a rarity in the camp.
Bento says, "What do hearts do?" I think it means you're going down like the proper path. Like I think that's like it's like in dating sims. It's like you're rating for your success. If the person is attracted to you / likes you or whatever. But yeah, Grin, you have max hearts. What? Oh, we can fuck it up? I thought it was we gained hearts. Oh. Well, I thought it was... No, I think you gain hearts. Are you sure about that? I don't think we have... Yeah. Friend zone route, go! I am totally aiming for that, and it's not pain.
It's seen as a luxury item in the ranks of the Resistance. We have special meals on occasion, but even then, it usually means meat and wine, not dessert.
I think it's a samurai
So,
thing.
thank you for treating me to some cake.
Tea and cake.
The only downside with Narukami Island's pastries is that they're such exquisite things, you can't just chow down on them. But as Her Excellency says, a general needs to show patience and restraint.
Want to try my cake? These fucking people. These fucking disgusting. Ugh. They probably really like that, alright? Fucking people. Can't believe it. What? I'm the what? Shut up. No. It's clearly a thing here, alright? I don't mind sharing if you want some. Is it impossible for me to be like a heterosexual male in this encounter? I don't know. You know, just hanging out with your bros and you're like, hey bro, can I have some of your cake? You want some of my cake? I wish that was the case. I've never had this happen in my life, ever. I've just been surely blacking out. I would guarantee that's the case. Love says, I miss Traveler has established him / herself as an excellent cook. It's true. It's true. Lone Singlet says, no, you start with 5 and then lose them throughout the hangout, and no hearts just mean how much they like you at the end of the hangout. Oh, okay. Don't you fucking touch my cake. You leave my cake alone. Nova. I don't mind sharing if you want some. Boom.
Wow. Don't mind if I do.
I feel uncomfortable the whole time. I feel very uncomfortable.
That's so sweet.
All right. Well, he got his cake. That's nice. We just failed. We failed hardcore, but we got cake. So, cool. And that was Garu's quest. Okay. We really shit the bed on this quest. I'll be honest. No good. We really didn't do well. I think we got done like a little bit. We got one route done. So there's that. Also, there's so many Primo Gems in the routes that I just have not gotten. Like, again, I have so many to do, but I have not done it yet. So we could send me to this one. This part of the thing. Continue playing until that point. We're gonna say the opposite line. Fluff says, that said, Gorou is a dog, so cake could mean a modern slang. Also, what if it's chocolate cake? Will he die? Wasn't that a myth? Like a kind of myth? Like it's a specific strain of chocolate that just kills puppies or something? But in actuality, it's like some chocolate is okay, you know? Turns out like, I don't know what it is, if it's like some asparagus that's super toxic to dogs, something like that. Some weird like plant that everyone maybe gave to their puppy accidentally without thinking. Lone Singlet says, nah, Grun, we still need to get the other 4 endings. Well, calm down. Let's see where the wind
There was
takes
definitely
us, okay?
something strange about the way she looked at me in the end there. Could she be sorry
Got
that
it.
you had? Since Watatsumi, I also wanted to
So-
come and see what. I've never been good
We're
at.
doing
I
the
could probably,
other one. Okay, let's just ignore her.
You're right. I've heard Her Excellency say the same thing before. In any battle, you need to think about how to avoid your shortcomings. As long as I don't come into contact with Yae Miko, everything should be fine.
I don't know about that. That seems like a bad thing for life, honestly. Let me just hide my problems always. What? Actually, Yae Miko is not all that bad. Let's see. Let's stay clear of Yae Miko. I don't think she's that bad.
Really? Well, it's a relief to hear that. In that case, I still have some business to take care of with the Yae Publishing House.
What is it?
They run a monthly magazine called That's Life, which has an advice column. Readers write in about their problems, and I'm responsible for responding to them. I'm not quite sure why they chose me, but it's my job now, and I can't give it up just like that.
You know, Gorou, just like the thing that everyone's striving for, is gonna end up broke ass because he pays $1,000 for things. He also can't talk to older women. Not great. All right, bad trait. And you know, it's just crippling self-doubt apparently also. So, you know, that cool general. That's true. I don't want to shit on our boy too much. I'm just
Yae
saying.
Miko just handed me the latest
It's a
batch
choice.
of readers' letters. Let's find a place to write the replies, then pack them up and send them back to Yae Publishing House.
Good choice. Fluff says chocolate is bad for dogs, cats. Yes, but it's a specific kind of chocolate. No, I'm not out here giving chocolate to dogs ever, ever. But like even if there was someone who's like, yes, chocolate for dogs is 100% okay, I still would be like the brainwashing conditioning to me would just be I would be done. There'd be no hope for me. Love says, but I figure he's not at the risk of that. Not that chocolate is common in Genshin. What a horrible world. What a terrible place.
Huh. This place looks nice and quiet. Why don't we write the replies here?
Oh, I'm
The
helping
sooner I
him.
get them finished and handed back to the publisher.
Well, I don't
the
deserve
sooner
this
we can
either.
go do
Just
something
to be
else.
clear.
I just hope I don't have another run-in with, you-know-who at the Yae Publishing House later. Anyway, the writing could take me some time. The questions I receive are often so strange that I have to think long and hard about how to best answer them.
I'll stay and keep you company. I'll go keep watch at Yae Publishing House. I guess I'll hang out.
Great. Let's write the replies together. I'm actually interested to hear your perspective. Let me
Great.
see here.
I am not the dude that should be giving
Let's start with
advice.
this one. Today, a new guy came to our village. He was good looking and had a lovely voice. When I peeked at him from behind the door, I felt my cheeks getting hotter and my heart started beating faster and faster. See, I can tell right away that this is exactly the kind of question I'm no good at dealing with. The letter seems to be from a young lady, which is not a demographic where I can offer much expertise. What's your take?
She's sick. She's really, really sick. She needs a crusade or God. Okay. It sounds like she's falling ill. Shit, okay. It sounds like she's falling in love. I don't know. We want the better answer. I gave a goof answer just on a whim. Shit. I guess. Or maybe she. How old is she? Did she hit puberty and now her life is over? Now she's just going through the works. God, man, women have to go through. Oh man, my puberty had growing pains, but I'd take it. I'd take mine over the just the. How you guys going? What's happening? Oh yes, you lose hearts, not gain them. You did that run perfect. Oh really? Oh cool. Go team. Killing it. We ate cake. We ate cake. It didn't solve his problems. Feels like a friendship. Lone Syndicate says, Gorou, I'll be real with you. Can we go talk to Yae? I'm gonna show you what to say to her. I'm not. Fuck that, man. We're gonna get diddled for sure. We don't fare much better. All right. Nova says, me and my roommate are fighting over the bathroom. Be careful. Go for the eyes. What do you call it? Man, that sounds like a nightmare. Although I don't know, people always complain about like I don't know how much time you spend in the bathroom to like care. As long as I can shower, you know, I'm pretty good. Also, Nova says, hi to my roomies. Oh, say hi to your roomies. Hello, roomies. I'm nobody special, but Nova says hi to me too much, frankly. I don't understand why she's here constantly, but she is, and I'm happy about it. Or he is here. I forget every time. Forgive me. I hope y'all work it out. Is it like a situation where you happen to go out tonight? Or is it like you gotta use the washroom and you're like, hey, I don't mean to do this to you. Well, this bathroom is gonna be... The bathroom is gonna be inhospitable for a time. Please leave. That would be a good way to clear them out, frankly. Or have them lock the door and stay there until they're done. Nova says, oh no, Space, what's good, Space? Space says, I'm like, what did I miss? We ate cake. We didn't solve our boy's problems. We did get to see his kit though, and he's pretty fun. He's got defense scaling. Seems pretty dope. I think she's falling in love. We're gonna say that. Apparently, when a woman blushes, it's instantly love, and not like kind of attraction. You know, it's love. Sure. Okay.
Well, I don't know what it's like to be in love, but if you say so, I think it makes sense. I'll reply like this then. It's likely that the feelings you're experiencing right now won't occur many times in your life. I urge you to summon the courage to seize this opportunity and see where it takes you, no matter where that may be.
It's not bad advice. Not bad advice. You live with that regret. No good. No good. More professional than I expected.
What? Really? But that's how it is in battle, too. Opportunities to seize victory are fleeting. When they arise, you have to capitalize on them right away. I imagine it's the same in love. That's my suggestion, anyway.
That's pretty good. I think it's
Come
pretty
on,
correct.
Let's read the next letter.
I'm not sure about love. I'm pretty sure that's just about regret. If you don't want to regret something, then you gotta do it. In fact, what do you call it? One of my favorite lines from the anime that I love dearly, which is a little cringe, this whole sentence I'm about to say. Just the past sentence I said. What do you call it? The more you feel fear, the bolder you must be. Transform your fear into excitement. Now, of course, it has a grimace spin on it too. You don't want to be a creep. But at the end of the day, if you find that if you look at an outcome and you're like, oh shit, I have anxiety, I feel a little worried, or I feel a little fearful, all the more reason for you to do it and do it right. Find the better way to execute so that you don't have to live with that regret and etc. Also, if you try to think about it like it's not about stopping the fact that you're afraid, but instead about just converting your fear into a useful emotion, then that's a better way to be, because you can't stop feeling things, you know? Nova says, Mom's spaghetti. What? What? Fluff says, liar. He's down bad for... I was about to say, I was like, man, really? I feel like you know love. You seem like you're pretty all in Kakomi. But with that being said, though, it might be like duty / like teacher relationship, which would also be kind of sus, you know? What was the people get mad at? What do you call it? Albedo and sucrose. People were like, yuck, that's disgusting. And I'm kind of just like, I don't know, man. To me, like, there's a lot of instances where, how do I say it? Like a person who like hires a secretary. I don't know. No one gets mad at the when it works out scenario. People get mad at like when someone dates a colleague and then they're like, and now we hate each other. It's awkward. It's uncomfortable in the office or whatever. But no one gets mad at like the secretary who like the boss went on a date with after like months and months of them spending time together and finding that they have commonality together, and then they have like 6 kids and they're happy as hell and they're thriving, right? Like no one's like, that's a fucking messed up situation, because it's like, well, I don't know, like love finds a way a lot of times, you know? So I don't know, there's a mix and mash when it comes to the weird sucrose albedo controversy, you know? Also, we're in a world where fucking like, yeah, he's not a human. He is a human. He's a lovely person, but he's not the person, you know? Anyways, that sounds fucked up. Anyway, Nova says, I'm about to hop on Warframe. My roommates, I'll be lurking for a minute. Have fun, enjoy. Fluff says, yeah, jokes aside, he's probably just super loyal, as any good boy would be. Hell yeah. What does this one say?
My neighbor is always borrowing money from me,
Ooh,
but never
fuck that
seems
guy.
to be able to pay me back on time.
Your neighbor?
I have tried subtly raising the issue in conversation several times, but he always finds a way to dodge my questions.
hey guys, here's just a great thing. Don't be the guy that gives people money for nothing, okay? For nothing. Now, with that being said though, be the guy that gives money for people who do things for you. You know, if someone helps you move, if somebody like watches, like keeps an eye on your house when you're on vacation and shit, that's when you should reward people or whatever, right? But I have never understood this prospect of people being like, hey, friend, family member, can I have money? What are we doing? What are we buying? Like, what's happening? Oh, I need this. If someone says, hey, I need this plane ticket because I gotta go see my, I don't know, I'm a hopeless romantic. So if the person was like, hey, I need this money because I gotta go see my girlfriend, I would be like, ah, fuck. Okay, sure. What's wrong with your money? What's happened? Why are you fucking up? You know? But I would maybe do it. That's an instance where I maybe would do it. But otherwise, eat me. Get away from me. I'm just like, stop it. Stop it. Not a chance. You know? I hate that idea. Or someone just like, hey, can you give me some money? Why? Why? What the hell happened to your shit? I would never come ask you for some stuff unless I was like about to die. And in that case, it'd be pretty obvious. Okay? Although, yeah, people are on hard times, but I don't know, man. It's like, by me giving you money, are you going to invest it? So like in a couple weeks you can get a little bit every time, like what's happened? But otherwise, if it's just giving you something to quickly get and expend it, seems a bad idea.
It was kind to me when I was young. I don't want to make things ugly, but the money issue bothers me a lot. Please help me.
Yeah, don't just say, yeah, who cares? Just because someone gave you something does not mean you're indebted to them, especially if it's kindness. Just be kind back to them and now you're paying it forward. All right, give people what they give to you. Now if somebody supported the shit out of you when you were younger, giving you tons of gifts, then yeah, I could see there being a better argument for like, well, hey, well, no, because then you're not upholden to anybody unless that's the deal. And then again, that's on you as a person who, if you're doing nice things for somebody, make it clear what you're expecting to get in return. And if they don't give that, then you know that person is not someone you should invest in, so to speak. At least that's my thoughts.
If this is a dispute between neighbors,
it
must be settled as soon as possible. It's like when conflict arises between generals in the army. The proper policy is to resolve it without delay. The most important thing in military regulations is fairness. It is only right to pay back a debt. I want to suggest that the writer demands their money back in no uncertain terms. Do you think that makes sense?
Makes sense to me. I like it. Perhaps take a softer tone. No, because in the note, the person said that the person ain't giving them proper respect. Like people be like, oh yeah, I'll pay you back eventually. Like I'd say like softer tone would be maybe useful if the person was being receptive in any way, but they're not. Yeah. Fluff says albedo and sucrose. Yuck. Yeah. Well, to me, I just don't think it makes a nice couple, but. It does seem like in their quest line, it did seem like Sucrose fancied Albedo. And Albedo was kind of just like, what? I feel nothing. What are you talking about? Which to me is like, that's like a cute outlook. Especially, it'd be I don't know, would it be weird though? Again, I guess it depends to me. It depends if Albedo was like a creep, you know what I mean? Or if he was like, no, I'll try to, be fair and be nice. Lone Ticket says, people, Lone Ticket says, people, you do realize this is an anime, right? These tropes exist. Yeah. Fluff says, meanwhile, also, I don't think people would feel the other way around. You know what I mean? Like if you were like studying under a person, and you like fell in love, and then you had kids and you had the best life ever. People would be like, yeah, that's fucking wrong or disgusting. Do you know what's wild? You know what's fucking wild? I don't know if it's right, just to be fair, but the amount of times I've like seen on podcasts or in videos of like old people talking about how they met and how many of them like found their significant other really late or really early in life, and there was like a pretty giant age gap, is wildly high. And yet these people have like kids, they're hopelessly in love. I don't know if it's like the beginning of the story is messy as hell, and I'm not saying that it's one I want or would even argue for. But to me, I just think love is a fucking weird situation, dog. It's a mess. It's a mess, and I don't get it. Okay. Fluff says, meanwhile, I and Yaimiko sign me up. Excuse me. You mean I and Sarah? Sign me up. Excuse me, as I need to pick up my eyes. They rolled out of their sockets. Lone Singed says he's a demi-human. Oh, him? Okay. Nova says, what does the fox say? Are you a little bit tipsy, Nova? You seem like a little all over the place. I would have no other way. Actually, I would. I would have you however you want to be. Lone Syndicate says, my brother would constantly ask for money to pay his phone bill. And I'm like, you just got paid the other day. What happened to all that money? Yeah, man. That's exactly what, like, to me, it'd be one thing if you're, again, like, if this, like, in the example that I gave where I would, like, consider it was your friend being, like, hella lonely and wanting to, like, go see his girlfriend across the world or something because maybe they're separated or whatever. To me, I'm like, okay, I understand that experience, and it would be cool if, like, if someone could vouch for me in this regard. But the thing is that the people who do this kind of stuff always, like, want your money so that they can buy other, like, luxurious things that they don't need, you know? Otherwise, they would just plan out their money accordingly and make it so that in 2 weeks they could get the thing that they want. But they want instant gratification for what XYZ would give them, you know? Fluff says, I'm not against Albedo and Sucrose, but I feel like it's a matter of Sucrose admiring her boss, whilst Albedo is naive to it as he's more focused on learning the truth of the world. Yeah, for me, oh, my belly's growling. Do you guys hear that? What do you call it? I feel like Albedo is more of like just, it seems really disconnected from the world. And like, it seems like also, especially within the story of Albedo and us, it seems like we're the only one who can kind of understand and get Albedo, whereas El Sucrose does seem like he kind of like sees her as a small student, you know what I mean? Like, whereas he sees us as a person who can actually like understand and befriend and accept, etc. Which is a nice kind of story element, I think. Fluff says, folks have been shipping Miko and I simply because she's one of the last friends I still has. Okay. I don't know about the shipping part. I get I love the friendship. It's weird that people always want like physical situation. You know what I mean? Why can't it just be like a wholesome ass friendship? Instead, they want penetration. And I'm like, man, I get it, but also at the same time, I'm like, come on, you know? Why do you gotta do this? Something can be wholesome and lovely without being gratuitous, you know, or filthy. But regardless, what do you call it? One of the things is that's a great example of an amazing TV show called. Also, we should probably do a thing. But it's called. What is it called? Fuck it. I completely agree.
Okay, so let's reply along those
Think of
lines.
it.
Let me think.
Good Omens. It's
How
like Good
about
Omens,
this?
like the friendship there.
It is good that you want to repay your neighbor's kindness, but be aware that you can find other ways to do this that don't involve lending them money. Right now, the most important thing for you to do is demand your money back. Being kind does not mean allowing your neighbor to walk all over you. Okay, and we are done with that letter. The next one seems longer. Let me see.
All right, hit me.
Hello, I was born on Narukami Island, and now I'm a soldier in the Resistance. So, this is from one of my troops?
Is it gonna be like, and I fancy Gorou? Bang. Is it someone you know?
Most likely, but I'm not sure who. Before passing any reader's letters on to me, Yai Publishing House has their staff copy each one by hand and redact all names in the process. So I can't be sure who exactly this is. Anyway, let's keep reading. I couldn't turn a blind eye to the Vision Hunt decree, and my anger drove me to join the Resistance. My comrades and I have fought side by side, and I have formed deep friendships with them. Since we achieved our goal and the war came to an end, I have remained on Watatsumi Island. But this is not my hometown, and I often find myself dreaming of the cherry blossoms falling on Narukami Island. I now don't know whether to stay here or return home. The Resistance has treated me well, and I've long been disillusioned by the shogunate, but my hometown tugs constantly at my heartstrings.
Go
How
home.
should I reply to him?
Go home. Go see your friend. You have it all. Go to your home. Maybe come back, visit. Why we gotta anchor ourselves so much? See what you like best. You can have it all, my friend. Calm down. What's happened? Also, one thing it says, here I am at age 20 and I still find love confusing as hell, getting all my knowledge from anime and hoping it works out. I'm not sure if that's the right way, but You know what's funny though? It's hilarious, but like I remember back in the day, I remember seeing like a let's play of like a dating sim. It was really way back in the day, and it was like an anime game. But the dating, like sometimes dating sims are awful. Like I used to watch let's plays of them because I thought they were interesting, and also I like the memory gamification of it. Anyways, I remember I used to watch one, and it was just a weird thing because it just seemed like it was like he was like, this is just like not applicable at all, right? Anyways, but I ended up watching like years passed, and I ended up like watching podcasts about like how like women talking about like what they find interesting, and then men also seemingly like breaking down the reasons of why potential attraction could exist. And as much as it is like excessive and exaggerated within like weird dating sims in anime and etc., which anime specifically, dating sims are different because like they require you to pay attention, they require you to keep track of what their likes and dislikes are, and they require you to like engage and ask questions and be interested and be good at listening and things like that and paying attention while listening. So they're weird things which are like they're actually a pretty good tool set to what a relationship would be. It's bad in the sense that it's like super sped up, and that's not how that is. But I don't know. I think it's interesting. I do think though, like there's a lot of things that anime gets super wrong, you know. But I get it because but also anime is made to be like super engaging. Like it's meant to be fun and like interesting, right? So that's it could be a little messy, I think. But yeah. But it's funny because I think I remember like thinking like dating sim things are crazy, but in actuality, if you think about the core elements of them, it's actually not completely detached to what reality can be. But yeah, also experience I think is a big thing because then you'll find out what to say, what not to say, etc. I can't help you this time. You'll have to answer this one, Gorou. Yeah, boom.
Let me think about it. To be blunt, I obviously don't want any soldiers under my command to leave. But if making them stay causes them pain, how are my actions any different from the Vision Hunt decree?
Lone Syndicate, be careful with that answer. Lone Syndicate says, so Grin, what you're saying is I should invest in some dating sim games. The thing is that the old ones that I used to watch, like, seemed like they had smart gamification to it. Other dating sims were crazy. Like, there's that creepy ass dating sim that was made by like a pickup artist, and it's like live action, and it's the most cringe thing ever and super not appropriate. Honestly, Lone Syndicate, if I could give you any advice, it'd be to go to a channel. It's a channel called Charisma on Command, and it's not aimed at to be like a dating advice, a pickup artist weird thing. It's literally just about it's a character analysis of people who are truly magnetic, essentially, like Chris Hemsworth, Wolverine, aka Robert Downey Jr. No, that was Iron Man. You know what I'm trying to say. But anyone who, like, when you watch in interviews is incredible. So they break down the happenings of all those things. And I think it's quite helpful if you want to be a person that builds others up and people might be drawn to because you are interested in what they're interested or excited by what they're doing, etc., you know. Bento says, acting like his home isn't a short boat ride away. Yeah, I know. I was about to say, walk that ass over there. While Sarah and I has more of a solidified Yorichi dynamic from Bleach. I don't know what that is. We're gonna have to watch Bleach.
I suppose I'll reply. Narukami Island has changed. You should go back and visit.
Yeah.
That should do it.
Gorou, are you okay? Are you okay?
I'll be okay. Come on, let's finish the rest of the letters.
How do you lose hearts? Like, do you just say, oh, dude, you're disgusting me. Yeah, how could you do that?
Thanks to you, writing the responses went very smoothly this time.
Nice.
Let's go and deliver them to the Yaoi Publishing House, shall we?
Fluff says, 20 is pretty much just starting young adulthood. You've got a lot of time to figure things out. Fair enough. Although I do like to ponder things. Like, my whole thing is I like to find out the root of most things. You know what I mean? Like the crucial under all of it, you know, that kind of like thing that is there's 1,000 different ways to crack this egg, but this is what kind of it all comes back to, if that makes any sense. Which I do think there's a lot of that out there. Sometimes there's multiple routes.
The Shogun must have her reasons.
Fluff says, although speaking as someone that's 30, I can't say I have figured it out yet. Dude, I know people who are married and like in it and still aren't 100% sure. Okay. Lone Singed says, so, oh no, I read that. Fluff says, you should, or anime and most fictional embodies ideals, often and extremes. Often to an extreme, it's been determined in the real world interactions that there's been pretty negative results in Japan. Yeah, man, that's true. I can see that. Yeah. Like people having a misperception. What was the same thing about porn, right, man? Like I remember hearing that a lot, where people were like I remember hearing it from in my school when like in the lockers or some shit, where a person was talking about it and like talking about like that's how
To the characters.
that is. People are like, it's just hardcore fucking and you're like, man, I don't know if that makes sense. In my head, I was like, this just seems like excessive. Also, that position seems like it's gonna throw out the guy's back because he's angling it for the camera to see, and otherwise, why not just do the one thing and then you'd just be fine? You wouldn't have thrown it back and you'd be okay, you know? But in the same way, anime portrays this like super weird outcome of things. What is the best anime that like represents the best shot for a main protagonist being like romantically inclined to a person? So like a main character that's actually attractive to the opposite sex, or whomever would. I guess it's everybody. I don't think that people are that different. I don't know. What was that one character that yeah, because all anime is like the dude's a super powered hero or something, right? So it's like, well, what the fuck? That doesn't help. That's why people like him so much, you know? Fluff says you should never treat dating sims as educational materials, solely entertainment value. But that's the thing, Fluff. Like to me, again, I think I'm also fucked up because I watched ones that like let's plays of ones that I thought were fun. But also, they like to me again the idea that you keep track of the person's likes, dislikes, and interests. The fact that you go out of your way to spend time with them, that you try to plan for something fun to happen in the encounter which you're planning on hanging out with. Again, the fact that you're interested in what they're saying constantly, you're keeping track of things. You're not just like, oh, how's your day been? And you just tune out or go to your phone, you know? So the ones I see, maybe I just lucked out on and actually being like what I would assume would be good, just things to apply to everybody, you know? Lone Singed says, alright, cause people always ask me for dating and relationship advice, and I'm over like here like I've been in one relationship and it wasn't great, so do what you think is right. It's fair, but that's the thing. Like that's the thing with therapy a lot of the times. It's like you're trying to ask questions so that the person can greater understand what they truly feel about the scenario. It's not about you telling them what to do, it's about you guiding them to their answer, if that makes any sense.
Ah, great. That's all the replies for this round accounted for.
Fluff says, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Pizza Delivery Man. I don't have money, but I could pay another way. Stop it. Stop it. Fluff says, this never happened in the real world and don't need experience to prove it. I mean, that's the thing, man. There are some beautiful ass people here and some thirsty ass housewives. Okay. Apparently, when women hit, like, I don't know what it was. I should shut up. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I remember hearing something about when a woman hits, like, a certain age bracket. Some people have, like, a second. Yeah. A second puberty or whatever. Fluff says. But in regards to anime and Harada, it has caused a negative expectation over in Japan that both young men and women aren't pairing up because neither meets the idea. Yeah, that's fair enough, man. That's one of the things. Expectations is horrible. Like having unrealistic expectations is probably the biggest fault in finding a partner in life. That's not to say that you can't have, like, to me, I think that's fine to have expectations if you equally have expectations for yourself. You know what I mean? So if you have a great income, if you look great, if you take care of your fucking face, skin, etc., if you work out, you're healthy, you're driven, etc., then I don't mind people who are like, I don't know, I would like a person who has a job and is fulfilled as well and is pretty, you know, etc. But it always frustrates me when a person who like doesn't take the time to take care of themselves, doesn't work really hard, have this laundry list of shit that honestly doesn't really matter, you know? Also, Nova says, I'm only 19 and I can tell you that Harada is not like Harada makes it out to be. Yeah, no, of course, 100%. You know, there's no doubt about that. But my point was like, even in school, when I hadn't experienced it, I was like, this is not, I'm sorry, fam. This does not make any sense. Puff says, and that's also a negative aspect of Japanese idol culture. Thankfully, as time has progressed, and HoloLive and other VTuber groups, bit by bit, idol culture has been waning. Yeah, hopefully that's the case. Yeah, because it's all corporatized, right? Anyway.
Thank you for all your hard work.
What do we do? Oh.
Mr. Gorou.
What?
I think nothing of it. I agreed to help, so it's only right that I do the best I can.
What's happening?
Could I trouble you to come back to Watatsumi Island with me?
Why is he freaking out?
I want to find that soldier. Not to persuade them to stay, I don't want them to leave without saying goodbye. Kazuha once told me that the bonds between people whose paths have crossed can never be broken, even after they part ways.
That's nice.
But maybe I'm scared he might be wrong. People can change quickly, and I worry that the next time I meet my comrade, who fought so bravely alongside me, there will already be some distance between us.
Nah, man, that's the thing. If you can truly, and this is not like a testament of time spent, but quality of time spent. Like if you're able to truly connect with someone, it can happen in like 2 days. Like you just going on a field trip and you're hanging out with another class or some shit, and you just fucking vibe with this one person. You're truly connecting with this random stranger, and then you see them again. You associate what you previously associated with them. So if you associate, it's hilarious when you see people who like came from like a college partying phase, and they have like, what do you call it, like a family now, and they see one of their friends from like college again, how much they kind of revert back to like the stupid like college bro dude nonsense. It's hilarious how people's brains associate things and how your brain's on grooves essentially, on railway tracks for certain people, which is hilarious and also cool. That your brain kind of has that weird sociology to it.
Great.
Let's go together.
Head off whenever you're ready.
Nova says, oof. What do you mean, oof? What's happening, oof? Lone Singlet says, well, sorry, miss. No money equals no pizza. Good day, madame. I'm gonna eat the shit out of this pizza. Actually, a lot of it's like, you seriously don't have money? Why the fuck did you order pizza? What do you... This is gonna come out of my paycheck or some bullshit. Fluff says, why'd you order a pizza if you had no money? Are you fucking with me right now? How dare you? What is your fucking problem? Wouldn't that be that'd be such a good spoof for like a fucking comedy skit. Just it's like as soon as they say they have no money, just get real mad and like judgy, just completely shattering the atmosphere of like this. Ooh la la. Lone Singlet says, I remember I knew this dude, and he had most insane expectations. He was like, the girl has to be really smart, pretty, can cook. And I'm like, dude, you barely are passing, and you can't. Yeah, man. Yeah, but to me, that's also like, I think that, to me, those are like, one of those to me kind of like makes sense. Like, so for instance, if you were a person who cannot cook, it would make sense that you're like, I would value someone who could cook, you know what I mean? And that, yeah, like to me, those are the things that make sense. It always bothers me when I hear a person say like, I don't mean to come for culture individuals, but I heard this a lot when I was growing up. Maybe it's because of like media, but I heard a lot of people say like, I want women with big booba. That's it. Fucking big booba, and like, I don't know, has a job or something. I never heard the job one. I just made that one up. But that's what I heard, and I'm like, man, I don't know, like, I mean, like, it's great, that's dope as hell, but, like, what if she's a bitch? What if she's a horrible person and annoying? What if she talks about astral signs and constellations and shit all the time? Like, not a little bit can be cute, all the time, though, all the time. And she's mad at you for doing nothing, you know? Like, these are things that matter. Can you have a conversation with this person? Are you excited to see them and talk to them about things? Do you get on with basic shit? Do you want the same things from life? What if you're with a partner who fucking doesn't want kids and you want kids and now you're just fucking wasting good ass time? Jesus, you know, people have got weird ass lists, and I'm like, shit, man.
General Gorou, and Captain of Swordfish too.
Hello.
General Captain, are you here to inspect the camp?
Not this time. I just thought I'd come by to catch up while everyone has some downtime.
Certainly, General Gorou. Anything you want to discuss, we'll share whatever we know.
Tepe
But we
hide.
haven't been out of the camp lately, so we don't have a whole lot of interesting stories.
Actually, I've had something on my mind and wanted to ask everyone's thoughts on the matter. You see, after the war, Her Excellency streamlined the army and a lot of people were transferred to other duties. Do you still have much contact with each other?
Oh, okay, so this is why you needed to play the first one.
To be
Kokomi's
honest, not much. We're so busy even with just training and patrolling that it's almost impossible to squeeze in the time to meet up. We have holidays, but we usually use them to go home and spend time with our nearest and dearest.
That's nice.
Besides, everyone's vacations come at different times, and our schedules rarely overlap.
Yeah, I'm busy when they're free, and they're busy when I'm free. Anyway, even if we did manage to meet up, what then? We all do different jobs now, and we all have new friends who aren't mutually acquainted. I'm not sure what we'd talk about.
What is that accent?
So that's
such a weird
really
accent.
how it goes, huh?
We all go through it. It's part of life. Fuck these answers. What the hell, man? I hate when people are like, it's just gonna suck forever. It's what it is. God damn it, people. Have it all. Aim to have it all. What the fuck? What is this? Yeah, just sometimes, you know, just life doesn't work out and you don't get to hang out with people. Figure it out. What, just to fucking FaceTime people. Like, what are you fucking talking about? I know this world doesn't have FaceTime, alright? But still, you have teleportation stones. The fuck you don't. Alright, sorry. This is stupid. We all go through it. It's a part of life, I guess, but don't need to go through it.
I know. It's okay. It just seems a pity. That's all.
No, he's depressed.
You
Great.
know, having said all that, there's something else that I've always felt about this.
Really?
Yes. I feel that no matter how long we're apart, and no matter what we might go through in the meantime, all of us will be straight back here if Watatsumi Island is ever in danger. Even if we've all changed beyond recognition, we can always trust that we've got each other's backs.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that's never gonna change.
We're your troops, General Gorou. You trained us, you took us into battle, and led the way as we charged against the enemy. Even if we seldom keep in contact now, we are still brothers in arms. If you say the word, we will all pick up our weapons again at a moment's notice.
That's pretty sweet.
Long live the resistance!
Yes. That's the way it should be. Long live the resistance.
Long live the resistance! And then we just pull out a spear with a head on it. And we're like, what the fuck? What is that? Long live the resistance.
I won't disturb you any further. You guys keep training hard.
Oh, my
Regarding
body.
everything else,
Oh my
I'm
god,
sure
it's
it'll
almost
all be
7.
fine.
After joking around with the soldiers, you hear approaching footsteps.
General Gorou, you're here.
God, look
I
at those
believe
cheekbones.
Hiroaki's been hoping to catch you. He's been
K-pop
waiting at
model.
the camp for a long time, but never saw you return. Are you planning to head back to camp later? If you're busy, I can go and let him know so he's not waiting there in vain.
Tell him I'll be right over. I know what I have to do now. Come with me. Let's head to the camp.
Nice. No, so it says, I remember I knew this dude and he had the most
Denjiro is right.
insane
No matter
expectations.
what changes the future may bring, we will always have each other's backs. Sure, there may be some awkward silences when we meet again after a long time, but in no time at all, we'd be the best of friends again.
Got it, weird. Okay. Jamal says, man, I'm 23 and I've never even flirted before. People still ask my advice. I think people just want to, again, one of the things that's like, one of the best advices that I was given when I was learning like a bunch of books was to be a good listener is to, to be interesting is to be interested, and to be a good listener is to essentially feed and nourish others' self-esteem. So for me, like a lot of when people ask you for advice, I think a lot of times they're wanting to ask themselves for advice in a way. Yes, some people actually genuinely want to understand what you think, which is good and valuable, but a lot of times they want you to prod them and ask them what they think, and a lot of times that's how people feel fulfilled, and that's why people come to you, is maybe because on default you're like, what do you think about this situation? And then you ask them prodding questions so that they can better understand what they feel. And that's why they can come to you, and that's why you're valuable in that instance. And then oftentimes it's kind of a nice balance to kind of meld the two, of ask them what they think as well as trying to lead them to the answers that you found via questions, etc. But I also think everyone's perspective is valuable. Like even a child's perspective on a situation can be so simple yet beautiful, and etc. Fluff says, sounds like the guy had a doting mother or something to make him expect he'd be treated like a baby. Yeah, yeah. Jamal says, I don't know what they're expecting from me. Lumsinger says, is this a prank, bro? Cause it's not funny. This is gonna come out of my paycheck. I only make like $98 a week. What the heck's your problem? Fluff says, I'm busy keeping this mustache glued on. Yeah. Lumsinger says, for me, it is more if the person is great to be around, it doesn't matter. If she short and tall, flat, or dirty, yeah, don't get me wrong. I do think there is still a list. I do think there's still a thing, like you can hope and strive for things, you know. Like, I didn't mean to make it sound like anyone who has expectations or a hope for a partner, that's wrong. Even if it's physical or attractive based, as long as it's equal, as long as like you have a fucking killer body and you're asking for someone to have a killer body, you know. But yeah. Fluff says, wait, no, before that Lone Ticket says, who I like, hey, are you best and I value? Okay. Love says, I'm guessing the wave point doesn't function for people without visions, possibly only works for travelers and his party. Well, no, it definitely works for the adventurers person. Like the adventurer person, what's her name? Well, that's a weird lore thing where she might be teleporting around, she might not be. Lone Syndicate says they might just be like quintuplets or something. Lone Syndicate says, I always thought of the process of the fast travel in games that could never come. Yeah. Love, it would be crazy for trade. Love says, the things that worry me with mindsets like that, the war ended, relatively peace achieved, yet the soldiers aren't used to such quiet lives and want to keep fighting. Yeah, man. Bento says, me flirting, you watch. Holy shit, dude. But you know what's fucking hilarious? I don't know, man. Maybe it's just been my thing, but like, there is like a weird, I guess, I don't know, because expectations are the thing that will set you free a little bit. Like, to me, I've had like a great deal of luck on just being interested in people and like not expecting it to go anywhere, and then oftentimes I kind of miss the mark and forget, like I don't even know, I don't pick up on things that people are attracted to me. But I just act like, and I don't act, I actually am interested in what they're talking about, and then I compliment them with things that I know that they would value, and then the person ends up like, you become something else, something that's not just some sort of one night, let's see where this goes kind of thing, and instead of something else. Anyways, let's go talk to Gorou. Enough about my thing. Don't worry about it. Beta says, oh, 100% Fluff. What did Fluff say? But I guess peace is just the time between wars. You need one to have the other. Soldiers are conditioned to fight, and that's why we're getting a lot of problems with PTSD. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's true. I'm not sure what the right
General
call
Gorou,
is, or how to fix those problems.
I would like to request permission to leave the Resistance, sir. I know this may seem very abrupt, and in fact, I've only just made the decision.
Oh.
It's all right. Back then, I had so much hatred for the Vision Hunt decree, and so much disappointment in Narukami Island for supporting it. But after the war ended, I wanted to go back and visit, but I still couldn't make up my mind.
Thanks to Miss Hina's encouragement, I was finally able to find the courage to talk to you about it. Of course, if you disapprove, I'll obey your orders. I am your subordinate, after all.
What do you call it? Fluff says, the best relationship is built upon sturdy friendship. See, the thing is, Fluff, I've just seen so many examples of yes, no, maybe so. So, like, I've seen examples of, like, the sturdiest fucking relationships ever built on a relationship of, built off of the relationship of, like, getting married in Vegas and then just coasting. Because, yeah, I've seen a range of marriages somehow fucking work. And unless they're amazing actors, it seems like they're both kind of content. I've seen examples of people who were like childhood sweethearts who had the strongest friendship I've ever seen get shattered by as soon as they flipped on the relationship switch, just become eclipsed. You know, to me, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Yeah, they're like the relationships and expectations and all these things seem like do your best and aim for success. But I don't know if it's an understandable thing, honestly. I think it can be like made simpler, and it also can be made more complex. But I don't know, man. I've just seen too many examples of every other thing kind of falling around and working, and other things haven't worked. And there are some like commonality in them, but I don't remember exactly what they are at the top of my head. Actually, I do kind of. I'll reply after we're done finishing this off. Miss Hannah, I don't recognize the name.
Miss Hina? Who's that?
It's a long story.
What's that?
Forget it. Never mind her. I approve your application to leave the Resistance.
General Gorou,
Come on. Don't look so down. It's not like we're never going to see each other again.
Holy shit. What do you call Fluff says? Miss Hina? Garou's mom? God, I hope not.
If you ever have the time, you should come back and visit Watatsumi Island. There's no need to limit yourself to a specific place. Just do what you want to do. No matter where we are, we will always be comrades.
Yes, General.
Nova says, I used to be a camp counselor at a kids camp, and I always let the quiet kids...
Take care of yourself, General Gorou.
Goodbye. I always let the quiet kids pick the trail we would hike on, and the loud kids always led the way. It's good to hear others' opinion. Yeah, it's a nice thing, man. Yeah.
Take care.
That's a good idea,
that was okay.
Nova.
Or should I say, it was for the best. This is how it should be. It should leave you with a smile on your face. Just like this.
You're not really smiling, but okay. Goodbye, my friend. We did not lose any hearts. I wonder how you fuck this up. You just gotta like spit in his face and like kick him in the stomach. I don't know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I do think I have a little bit of things to burn, resin to burn, real quick before we end our stream at night. Lone Syndicate says, me uses pickup line from an anime on girl, her. Oh, you watch that anime too. What kind of anime you watch when we just go on talking about anime? I feel like this doesn't happen in real life. I feel like this is a sparse occasion, but could just be me. Break his knee, just Nova. Destruction and pain, baby. Oh, I guess we'll just have to. I don't know what we'll do. Let's see. Do I have enough condensed resin to even do this? Am I crazy? I might have burned. No, I don't think I burned it. I think I condensed it. We got 3. This is quick runs. Fluff says, I guess a better way to put it is that communication and mutual understanding of why each other wants allows for each other's results in the long term. Yeah, I guess it's true. Fluff said, pretty sure Mr. Hina is another Shiba person and dressed in a similar color as Gorou. Art of her has been leaked for a while. Oh, okay. Huh. The actual sounds like a great result, Lone Syndicate. Yeah, well, that to me, I'm like, has this happened, or am I losing it? I don't know. This seems like a weird thing. I've never encountered anything like this. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta use the washroom, and then I want to talk to you about the those 3 things that I think, like, to me, it's not even like a. If you're having trouble in life, I think these 3 things can help you get back on track. Give me a sec.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Oh, I'm back. I am back. Ooh, I'm back. I'm not sure if we'll do the domain run. I may just do it tonight, because I want to talk to y'all about some stuff, because we're winding down. It is 7:04, and the video is going to get uploaded pretty soon here of a weird challenge that I made. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Fluff says a lot of people are into anime lately, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's a bonding moment that can occur. Does it happen often? Maybe not, depending on the social circle you take. That's a great way of putting it. Yeah. I feel like it'd be a good thing if it all worked out. What's good, Scott? Scott says, I'm digging the jazz. Sup? What's good, Scott? Thanks so much for stopping by. Also, yes, I am back. But what do you call it? Yes, also, god damn, you so loud. So loud. How do I, is there a way? Oh, I can, if I do this. Photo mode, zoom in, make this, and then one of a face, and no, don't make a fucking menacing face. This, zoom in, zoom in this way too. Super up close awkwardness, there we go. Cool. Okay, hopefully there's no voices. All right. What's good, Carthage says, I hate insomnia. Carthage, I hope you got some sleep, my friend. I hope you got some sleep. Did Streamer Man wash his hands? Absolutely. Clean as a whistle. Lone Singer says, thanks, Fluff. From that's how I was viewing it as well. What happened? Oh, with the social. Yeah, no, to me, I think that, yeah, I didn't think about it from that perspective. For honestly, Lone Singer. Fluff is correct on that, and you were too. But yeah. But what do you call it? One of the things I was going to say on the topic, because to me, like, again, I don't know nothing about nothing, just to let you guys know. But we've been talking about some like weird relationship things because of the story, essentially. Also, we should do this. But one of the things that to me, I'm not sure if it's for relationships, but if you can get all 3 of these things, and it tends to be if you feel destabilized within your life, or you feel like you're in a bad place, or like you don't know where to go. If you have these 3 things, I find it hard to even entertain the idea that you don't know what to do or where to go or how to do it. Well, how to do it and all those things can happen, at least, but you know where to aim. I think you need 3 things in life. Let me see if I remember them correctly. I think you need purpose. It's a little bit of a loaded word, but I think you need purpose, ideals, and ambition. I think those are the 3 things. If you can have all 3 of those things, I think you actually can be very, very good. Maybe if I could throw in a 4th, I'd say self-love, but maybe self-esteem, if I could do a little bit more. But to me, I think ideals. What do we start with? No, purpose. I think purpose is the thing that gets you out of bed in the morning, and you know it's so important because, or at least I think it's so important because there's so many examples of a person who loses their job or even not loses their job. There's an example of like so many times where teachers they'll get into retirement and then like 3 months later they'll kill themselves. A little bit rough, but essentially it's that lack of meaning in your life. The reason why you get up in the morning and do anything is now gone. It's completely shattered. So you need a thing that you essentially live for. Again, this is also a thing. This also could be. I've heard many cases of this where a person who has a child, and their whole life just gets changed because they have a huge reason to live again. They have to literally get up every day for not themselves maybe, but for another thing. So there's all of that, and a lot of times I find purpose comes from, to some extent, a role or a job that is you feel like is required of you, like you're the only person that can do it, and that you take pride in doing it. Now, ideals are things that you define yourself to be. That is to say that like you are kind, you're generous, you're a good listener, you're strong, you're ambitious. You're kind, whatever it could be. So when you have an ideals or ways to define yourself, those can be your North Star in life when you start to stray away from the person that you want to be. And a lot of times you don't know how hard it is when you start to diminish those values over time. So ideals, I think, are incredibly important. Ideals that you hold yourself to be kind, to be hardworking, to be someone who protects the people that he cares about. Those are all things that you can easily make sure you know and hold yourself to. But the thing is every single time you let one of those ideals break or like lose to one of those ideals, say if you say I'm a loyal person, and then you end up cheating on your partner, then that's like that will diminish your self-worth, as it kind of should, because you're lacking from your ideals. I'm not saying which ideals you should have. Your life experience will govern what you value and what you aim for. But then ambition to me is the other big thing. Ambition, and I learned this from Welcome to Demon School, Irmika, but it's ambition is what you're striving for. Oftentimes it's a job. It's something that you are constantly working towards. It's something that requires sacrifice and a shit ton of effort to attain. And it's something that pushes you forward constantly. This can be a promotion at your job. This could be lifting a certain amount of weight. This could be getting a certain amount of money. This could be getting a house or whatever. It doesn't matter what it is, but it's this great ambition that pushes you forward and constantly keeps you focused on the future. And then the last one I would just say is self-love. Again, I think every emotion could be basically linked back to selfishness in a weird way. So if you want to be someone who is if you want to be an incredible friend, if you want to be an incredible parent, if you want to be an incredible everything you could possibly think of, you first need to feel that and have experienced that yourself, or experience some weird variation of that. So in order to be a good friend, you should be a good friend to yourself. In order to love another, you need to truly love yourself. Only then, when you truly know how you should treat yourself, how you like being treated, can you maybe accept the difference of other people around you and all these things. But anyways, just thought I'd talk about that, because that's one of the things I've been thinking about for a while there. And I was thinking, I think if you get those three things in line, I think you'll be pretty good. I think you'll be able to stay on track and stay aiming for happiness, even though I know those days will still be hard, but I think that'll be a better outcome, hopefully. Carla says, not much, Lone Syndicate. It's late. It's the last day in the quarantine hotel. I gotta go outside tomorrow. Fine. Nice! That's awesome, Carthage. Lone Syndicate says, that's great. Flo says, I've gotten to the point where I'd rather have a strong friendship over a hopeless romance. Oh no, 100%. No, I'm with you, Fluff. I would much rather someone who I can get on with and like have fun with, and who likes the same things as me. And yeah, but also I think the other thing that to me in terms of relationships, it does seem like one of the cornerstones of relationships that really works with me is people that have the same or very, very similar or harmonized or like equal it out, essentially, ambition, ideals, and what's the other word? A purpose. So if you have a person who has the same ambition, ideals, and everything else, then I think those things can really work. If you don't have the same ideals as someone, that doesn't work, or it's hard to work. So say if you believe in loyalty and like family, and you have a person that believes in like success and not loyalty at all, then you could get cheated on or something like that. And then there are instances where a person can be like, okay, I understand what you value, and I accept the deal. I accept that I will treat your values like my own, if it means we're getting the same thing, which is similar to ambition and purpose. So if they have the similar ambition or purpose, if you have 2 or 3 of these things and they happen to be similar, I think that can aid in your relationship succeeding. But if you don't have those 3 things or they don't match, I don't know if it will really work out. Let's see. It says that's also a great point of view, Fluff. But just the field dependency on a partner. Yeah. Jamal says, I have too many people that need me to start thinking about relationships and love and stuff. Plus, I'm not fancy, stable. I'm not financially stable, and I have self-esteem issues, and I got over it. Yeah, so there's all these things. You got to get over it. Okay, I see it. Yeah, man, but again, that's all the thing. Again, the whole self-esteem issues, man. Again, if I could suggest you anything, if you genuinely want to make a good, like, a solid effort of fixing that, there's a book called 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem. Read it and religiously do the activities until you're fixed, essentially. But it's one of those things where if you don't take it seriously and you don't do the exercises after each chapter, it's not gonna do anything. Carthage says, I've given up on finding romantic relationship. I won't reject one. I won't reject one if one stumbles upon the opportunity, but I've recognized a pattern of better off alone. Well, I think the thing that people should always aim for is to be self-love. So if you can find content and happiness and joy and satisfaction and fulfillment just by being around the one person that is always going to be there at the end of the day, unless you die. In that case, you're both gone, so you're still there. Then you'll be good. I think you'll be on the better case. But you need, I think that's a good thing because it also positions you in a place of power. So if you do get into a relationship and the person does a lot of times why abuse kind of takes place in relationships, i.e. a person cheating on their partner and then beating them up, and for whatever reason the partner still stays with that monster, is a lot of the time it's because of they don't feel like they want, or it's not that they don't want, is they feel like there's no hope for them. They're 40 and they had kids and they feel like there's no hope for them, or that they're they'd rather take this shitty person than be alone, etc. But if you're perfectly content and happy being alone, and if you can find the wonder in the world and you can find yourself satisfied and fulfilled, then you don't need all the people, and you can truly walk away from people who are cruel to you, and you can, better yet, know what you deserve, so you can find the people that are going to give you that easier. So yeah. Fluff says, it took a better part of the last 15 years for me to figure out that out about myself. I realized I need to focus on myself and develop a healthier mind and outlook before pursuing a partner. Man, Fluff, I will say, be careful. Because for me, I was born on the entire other side of the pond. I was born ever since I was 9. I remember my weird teenage friends, or not teenage friends, my friends getting girlfriends, and then even on when we got to 16, 17, etc. People kept getting girlfriends, people kept getting companions. And I've always sat there and myself on the sidelines, and even my friends tried to set me up, and I was just yeah, man, I don't know who I am a lot. I don't know who I am, if I'm happy, and if I want to give the person that I don't know exactly how to make happy, how to be happy, how to be a good person, etc. I don't want to give that to another person. I don't know enough about me. But the question is at what point do you allow someone to accept maybe the broken parts of yourself, or not the nicest parts of yourself, the stuff that's not perfect. Because if it's all about the pursuit of your idealization of yourself, then that's an endless pursuit. So you'll never be good enough to offer, essentially. So I do think that can also be a trap. Fluff says, heck, while I may have not seen any notable changes in my weight yet, there's some positive progression I've felt with my gradually increasing workout. Man, Fluff, every single time I hear about that, man, I'm filled with so much juice to fight the world, essentially. Love it. Because, yeah, man, that's the thing that no one tells you about exercise, or they kind of do. But it's you could lose no weight. You would still be mentally challenging yourself and feeling like you've accomplished something every single time. You'd still be basically conditioning your brain to realize that this movement, this ability, this challenge that you set for yourself every single day that you achieve, that's so a stupid good way to build self-esteem. You've done something that you set your mind to, and you've achieved it over and over and over again. And maybe you don't get all of the reward, but you sure as shit are moving in the direction where you get a little bit each time. And there's so many people that don't even try. So you're well ahead of all of them. So let that push you forward, man, because that's incredible. Again, It's like, to me, you are not defined by what you've attained when you've succeeded, but instead the times when you have not exceeded anything, when you have like worked your ass off and you've gotten a crumb. If you were excited and still fulfilled by that crumb, and still aim to get a big ass piece of the pie, then you're still good. The problem is that you can get conditioned to only getting a crumb. But the good part is that you're constantly fighting for everything, so that can have a good outcome to it. Fluff says whether it's handling a harder difficulty, going a longer amount of time, or simply that I don't feel sore the next day or two after. Yeah, man, that's every. But the thing is, Fluff, and I think you've done this. You need to like make sure you slow down and you truly take stock of the fact that I did it. I did the thing. That's incredible. I've beaten that bar. And also by taking stock of that, you can easily convince yourself that you can handle more. Not even just working out. I'm talking about anything in life. Like working out's a pretty big toll to ask of some people. So the fact that you've done the thing that you've made a monster or made super hard to do over and over again, sure as shit you can do other things that you might feel limitations to do. Fluff says, I may not be making swift progress, but slowly and steady is still... Dude, that's what matters, man. Again, as long as you're not, like, destroying your body, like, you're not feeling depressed or, like sore as hell, then you're making much better ground than everybody else. Because the goal is to consistently perform constantly and not just lose a shit ton of weight and then rebound really high because you never really ingrained proper things in the mind, patterns in the mind. So you're on a beautiful track, Fluff. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy that you've gotten after it. Every time I hear about it, man, I can't describe how I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for that. They're like, again, just because by you working out, I maybe can experience the wonder that is our beloved community person, Fluff, for a longer time in this world, which I appreciate so much for you giving me that. Fluff says, I spent a lot of time of my life not working on self-improvement. And it's never too late to do so. So I'm glad I'm doing so now rather than continuing on with my stagnant... Dude, that's amazing. Also, again, one of the things I feel like is a trap is people feeling like they're not making enough ground. The fact that you make any ground, the fact that you even take a step is significantly better for everyone else who's not doing it. Again, aim to do a tiny thing, a small, minute thing every day, and you'll change your life. It's not about doing all of it all at once and then breaking yourself constantly. This is a trap that I find myself falling into far too much, where I try to do everything all at once and then I find, holy shit, I've never been more tired, broken, and just empty than I am right now. And don't fall into that trap because you end up almost rebounding or just get good at suffering, which is not a good skill to have. You want to get good at succeeding, sorry. So it's not just like you want to get good at suffering, you want to get good at winning and succeeding. Fluff says, it's funny, looking back at what you got the ball rolling for me. I was inspired to play Ring Fit Adventure thanks to the HoloLive VTuber streaming it. So potentially unhealthy obsession. I know. I was so happy when, like, again, to me, I'm like, it's just crazy how your life can change, you know, and just this one, like, interaction can just put you down a path that is gonna, like, you would never thought possible, especially where you currently were. At least that's my experience. Nova says, but I look at high school as an experimental phase. That's how I found out I was really bi. Yeah, I mean, that's also, again, a great thing. Also, again, always take the goal of life should be to understand who you are to an incredible extent, you know? Because, again, like what I keep talking about, like, the root of all things to me seems to be selfish. So, like, again, if you know that you have to stay with, like, if you knew you had to stay with one person your entire life, and he was literally like your shadow, why the fuck would you be cruel to that person? Why the fuck would you not try to understand that person, try to be empathetic to that person, try to let them grow and foster, try to be a great friend to that person, try to be motivating to that person, try to be a great parent to that person if you were dealt a shitty deck of cards? Why would you not try to do everything you could in your power to have that person have a better life and succeed, and to be happy? And first step of that is knowing and asking questions to that person, understanding the self and who you are. Fluff says, it also has provided other benefits that feed back into the routine. I've been cooking a breakfast for myself before every hour. That's amazing, man. Yeah, it's also another lovely trait to have. To like a thing in the back pocket. Bento says, I used to work out until I destroyed my wrist. Yeah, man. You gotta be careful. Again, I feel like people go really hard. Again, like the goal is to do something that you can do consistently, happily, and yeah, like to me, I think the Ring Fit's a great thing because it kind of, when you play video games, a lot of times you consider it to be you time. But to me, I consider listening to music and doing movement in this weird room to be this thing, you know, this wonderful, calm, relaxing me time, essentially. So I don't consider it to be like suffering or painful because it's my time. It's me time. It's like my meditation. It's the way I stay calm. It's the way I stay happy. It's because I don't have much energy to be excessively anxious or frustrated, you know? Most of the time, I avoid the microwave for it, too. A lot whenever I'm making eggs or makeshift omelet. That's amazing. Yeah. Card that says, there are 3 kinds of people in this world. Those who can count, and those who can't. That's pretty good. The third is the one who can't count. Well, actually, that one makes me have a stroke a little bit when I start thinking about it too much. Loziget says, these talks are nice to have. I know we should be having this talk tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. I'm burning time. There's already a video out right now. If you could do me a solid and go watch it, it's a silly challenge that I made, which is called, you'll see it in the video. It's basically called I Am Not a Robot, playing off of the like weird game you always have to play with weird social media, where they try to see if you're a robot by like finding commonality within a thing. And basically hunting for certain things on the map. So that's what we do in Reddit and also 9gag. I think we start with 9gag. And basically we can only go forward, we can never go back, and we can only go through likes and comments and profiles. So it is a weird, like, little bit of stalkery behavior to try to find out this thing that we've assigned ourselves to. Also, leave something in the comments of that video if you could, about something that would be hard enough to find but not too hard. But last, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow we will be over at twitch.tv hanging out on the set, ranting and raving about just about everything. Dying Light just released a new gameplay trailer and is looking fire, dude. A little bit clunky, but still fire. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for putting out my bullshit. Appreciate you so much for giving me a single second of your day. Also, Lone Syndicate says we are 30 minutes past where we normally end. I know. When we're talking about stuff like this, I could talk forever. When I'm trying to be funny and make you guys laugh, I'm trying my best. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hope I get to see you again over at twitch.tv tomorrow. If I can, we'll be back here on Tuesday, I believe. Tuesday. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys do enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye, my friends.